Welcome, everybody.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
I've got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Wow. It's another wonderful, beautiful episode of The Kevin Holly Show. Hosted by yours truly, Kevin A. Holly. Hello. Wow, I'll tell you what a day, what a week. And here I am in the dump tower, all by my lonesome. But it's okay. Kind of like it that way. And I'm not alone. There's bugs. Yeah, there's bugs up in here. What the hell, man? All this rain, all this subtropical Florida weather. I got ants. I'm not talking about your auntie. I'm talking about ants. The kind that build shit out of sand. Anyway, speaking of building shit, I've built an empire, ladies and gentlemen, and it's called The Kevin Holly Show. And welcome to it. I hope you enjoy the show. Welcome, Lionel Nation listeners, via the IRN Internet Radio Network, IRNbroadcast.com. Also want to give a quick shout out to our friends overseas via WBR-FM out in the UK. Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys enjoy the show. I'd also like to announce that we have a brand new affiliate starting this week, and that would be GAG, FM109.com. Yeah, GAG FM. I don't know if that's perfect. Gag FM. Thank you for listening, everybody. Woo! Come on. I'm excited about that. That's out of Boston. Boston. All them fucking guys in Boston listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Welcome. I believe you can hear us on Thursday nights out there in Boston or anywhere on the interwebs. Hell yeah. Also, stick around at 11 o'clock tonight. When this show is over, a new show begins, and that would be the John LeBang Show. Check out John LeBang. All the bangers out there. Underwear Man. Oh yeah. Grease up your schmeckle and get ready for the John LeBang Show at 11 o'clock. Oh yeah. So here we are. And where to begin? Well, let's talk about last week. A little recap, shall we? What the hell happened last week? I mean, it was pretty ridiculous, really. I mean, I believe that we bonded. We, as a show, collectively, and listeners, and Mikey called in, and Aaron and Don was awesome, and Dex out there in Alabama. We crossed racial borders and brought people together last week, and I'm very proud of it. It was actually really, really good radio, and internet radio, podcasting, whatever you want to call it. I'm a firm believer that we are pioneering internet radio, and it's going to be better. It already is better than terrestrial radio or satellite radio. What's up, Stand Down Deo, in the chat room? By the way, check us out in the chat room if you're listening to us on Spreaker.com, or just simply go to KevinHollyShow.com. Not just KevinHollyShow.com. And join us in the chat room. Interact with the show. It'll be a lot of fun. Dude, I forgot my glasses, so I'm like squinting at the chat board here. Kevin was initiated into a gang last week. I totally was, man. No, it wasn't like that. But it was cool as shit. It really was. So that happened. But yeah, if you want to listen to episode, 141 last Wednesday, it was great. And it started strong and it finished strong. It was really cool. We had a lot of fun. That being said, I don't know if I can, every show is better than the last show, unless you're open mic live. I'm just kidding, man. I'm just kidding. But anyway, it's probably going to suck tonight. I'm really tired, and I've been very, I wouldn't say selfish, but I've been very busy all week, and I haven't been able to really take advantage of my free time to, get book guests and things like that. And I kind of like doing it solo. It kind of proven to myself that I can do it, that I can do a 3-hour show alone. But at the same time, I've been lazy. I wouldn't say lazy. I've been busy. I've been doing my own thing. I got a new job. I've had a lot of jobs. And so I haven't really put the effort forward. I come home from work and I jump in the pool after cleaning up Chihuahua poop because I got 6 of them now. These little puppies are running around like crazy. I have a dog sanctuary at my house. Anyway, so, and I've had the kids all week, it's summer camp and summer break and all that stuff. So I've been hanging out with my kids and, letting them have sleepovers and doing fun stuff like that. So I've been, lazy in that respect with the show. But at the same time, it's like I got some stuff written down, and I kind of want to do a theme tonight with the show. And I want it to be, what's better than mumble rap? Because pretty much anything's better than mumble rap. And so I'm going to go that route tonight. Welcome, Rob Haas, into the chat room, by the way. So I'm going to do that. And Stan's like, what the F, bro? Yeah, anyway, so that being said, I've got a few things that I'm going to get to right away in the first hour. We might have a surprise caller calling in tonight. We'll see how it goes. It's, hit or miss with this dude, who I love dearly. But last week we were talking about music, and I guess I offended somebody out there, and things went sour, but then it got way better, and yeah, I did break my foot, dude. Well, it's not confirmed. I'm looking in the chat room, and Haas says, "Shut up, Kevin. You broke your foot, you big pussy. Quit being a lazy ass. Quit making excuses." I did, man. I should probably talk about this real quick, man. I picked up one of those like bike carriers that you put into your trailer hitch, and it holds 4 bicycles. It's like wrought iron, really heavy, like steel or whatever it was made of, and like big heavy metal, and not as heavy as Murder the Crow, but maybe heavier. Man, where's my joke drum tonight? Anyway, so I sold it on Craigslist on Father's Day. And, it's Father's Day. And most of my immediate family lives on my street. So I was going back and forth with the kids, my parents' house, my brother's house. We were swimming in the pools, my house and stuff. And this dude called up out of nowhere, was like, "Can I come buy this, bike carrier you got on Craigslist?" And I was like, "Sure, dude, come on by. No big deal." So I was barefoot in a swimsuit. And God, I looked so freaking studly. And he showed up, and I was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it, sir. I'll grab it and bring it out to the driveway, and we can, put it in the, in your SUV or whatever." And I picked this thing up, and the receiver hitch part of it slipped out. And as I took like steps, maybe 2 or 3 steps, it landed right on my bare foot and just crushed it. And it was bright purple. The next morning was horrible. My foot was like 3 times the normal size it would be. I could barely put it in my shoe. Oh, it was terrible. But it's getting a lot better. And you guys might recall, speaking of swollen body parts, about a month ago, we had stand-up comedian Tommy Gill in the studio. And he was hilarious. He made me laugh so hard at the end of the show that I thought I busted a gut. Not a nut, a gut. Like, I had a bump where my 6-pack abs used to be. And the next day, it got a little bigger. It was like, I had this like almost fist-sized lump in my abdomen, in my belly. And it started to burn. Like it felt like it was seeping, burning bodily fluid inside from that spot down into my stomach cavity area or whatever, And I was like, "God damn, well, I think I got a hernia or, what happened?" And I took Advil later that afternoon, and it disappeared. But today I was in my pool after work, and I was looking at my abs. I lost a couple of pounds, and I'm like checking out my abs. And when I leaned back and like pushed my belly out, it was there, but it was way bigger. It was like the size of my forearm. It was like 2 fists, And I realized, because it doesn't hurt, and it's not like a protruding like ulcer or, what do they, I just said it. What the hell am I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it's just fat. It turned out to be, I'm pretty sure it's just fat. Why are you calling me a troll? A big fat hobbit troll, Hoss? Oh, Stan, you're going to Pokies. Oh, cool, man. Have fun out there, dude. Pokies down there at... go meet Stan Downdeo down there at Pokies. It's open mic night tonight at Pokies, man. What is that? Ashley and Madison, downtown Tampa, right there. Get off 275 and at the Ashley exit and just follow Ashley to... it's like the second light right downtown. And park in the street and walk into Pokies and have a great time, man. Kick ass, dude. Let me know how that goes. That'd be cool. Anyway, so yeah... I got a lot of swollen body parts tonight. Mostly fat. But anyway, so going back to the music, I started asking this gentleman that called into the show who was pissed off. He called like 2 or 3 times. And by the third time, we had a conversation. And he was being really cool. And we actually had a really good conversation about music and pop culture. And how it's not a freaking crime to say that, black people rap. And old white guys ride Harleys. It's not something to apologize about. I'm so tired of it, And we really had a great discussion. And he actually messaged me after the show privately and was like, dude, you really, we really had a good conversation. It was spot on. I was like, breath of fresh air, because I don't want, big, strong black dudes to hate me. That would suck. You know what I mean? I don't care who you are. And he is a big, strong black dude, and instead of having that happen, we talked about things like adults and realized that we're on the same page. And most people should be on that same page because it's really not that big of a deal to talk about people's cultural, attributes, the way that people are in society, the way people enjoy things that they were brought up to enjoy, whether it's rap music or rock and roll, or a specific type of, comedy sitcom or romantic comedy, whatever it might be, and I don't know. So that being said, in honor of last week's caller, not Dex, what was his name? Don with an N, like, ninja. I'm just fucking with you, Don. Anyway. I'm going to play a song that I really like by an artist that he mentioned really, was one of his favorites growing up back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And this is DMX, Gonna Give It To You. Here we go. For you guys.
Yo, get it twisted.
Awesome, the chat room talking about Glick's titties.
Fuck it! Yeah! Fuck what you heard! It's what you hearing. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. It's what you hearing. Listen. X gon' give it to you. Fuck, wait for you to get it on your own. X gon' deliver to you. Knock, knock, open up the door, it's real. With the non-stop pop out from stainless steel. Go hard, getting busy with it. But I got such a good heart that I make a motherfucker wonder if you get it. Damn right, can I do it again? Cause I am light, so I got to win. Break bread with the enemy. No matter how many cats I break bread with, I break who you sending me. You motherfuckers never wanna know what your life saved. Bitch, and that's on a life day. I'm getting down, like a nigga said freeze. I won't be the one ending up on his knees, bitch, please. If the only thing you can't steal was came out to play, stay out my way, motherfucker. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya, he gon' give it to ya. He ain't never gave nothing to me, but every time I turn around, cats got their hands out, wasn't something coming. I ain't got it, so you can't get it. Let's leave it at that, cause I ain't with it. Hit it with full strength. I'm a jail nigga, so I face the world like a girl in the bullpen. You against me against you. Whatever, whenever, nigga, fuck you gon' do. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. Only nigga that you know who can chill. Come back and get the streets open. I've been doing this for 19 years. Niggas wanna fight me, fight these tears. I put in work and it's all for the kids. But these cats done forgot what work is. They don't know who we be looking. They don't know who they see. Nigga, first we gonna rock, then we gonna roll, then we let it pop, don't let it go. X he gon' give it. Hey yo, where my niggas at? I know I got them down in the greens, give them love and they give it back. Talk too much for too long. Don't give up, you're too strong. Love to the wild, wild hunters. Shout out to niggas that done it. And it ain't even about the dough. It's about getting down for what you stand for, yo. For real. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Then we let it pop, don't let it go. Come on.
Hoss.
Gon' give it to ya.
Hoss.
Gon' give it to ya.
Hoss.
Gon' give it to ya. Gon' give it to ya. We gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. X gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya. First we gonna rock, then we gonna roll. Then we let it pop, don't let it go. X gon' give it to ya.
Hoss.
Gon' give it to ya.
Hoss.
Gon' give it to ya. He gon' give it to ya.
There you go. That's for you, Don. Thanks for listening to the show, brother. Awesome. So there's going to be a lot of that going on tonight, man. What else we got going on? What about this?
Chugga Rob. Chugga Rob. Chugga Rob. Chugga Rob. Chugga Rob. Drive a truck. Chugga Rob. Driving trucks is all he wants to do. Drive a truck. Chugga Rob. Driving trucks because he loves you.
All right. So, yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun tonight anyway, just because. And I've got a playlist that I wrote up, and I'll get to them, one at a time as I deem necessary if it goes that route. You never know how the show's going to go when I'm alone in the studio. People might show up. Open invitation for friends of the show that want to drop by. We got a couple hours. Y'all want to hang out. Actually, we got 3 hours. So any of those the bots out there, Slingshot Robot, I know you all are local. What's up? That being said, anybody wants to call the show tonight and wants to contribute in that way, it's 727-237-6010. Also, hit us up on Twitter at Kevin Holly Show 4. That's the number 4 at Kevin Holly Show 4. Man, so happy birthday. Yeah, we're doing birthday shout outs today. Happy birthday to Scott Butler out there in Hollywood, out there in California. Our friend Scott Butler is an awesome actor. He's got a lot of things coming down the pipe, and we've been chatting a little bit here and there. Hopefully going to have him back on the show for some follow-up stuff later this month, hopefully, or early next month. We'll see what his schedule is like. That will be a lot of fun. He was a really cool interview. He's got that British accent. He's super cool. So happy birthday, Scott. Hope to hear from you soon. Also, I want to give a shout-out to Joe Williamson Management Group out there in L.A. Next time we get a chance to chat, we need to catch up, man. I know there's a couple of people out there, Donna, different people that we want to possibly get on the show. So I'd like to get with you and talk about some of these beautiful people. Some of the best people that we've interviewed come from Joe's clients, the Joe Williamson Management Group, man. Totally awesome. He's a stand-up guy, and again, those cats are totally cool. I'm going to say cats like Dennis Miller. Those cats are totally cool. So we'll try to do some follow-ups later this year throughout the rest of this summer with some of the people that we've interviewed through Joe. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to catching up with Laureen Landon, Vita Kafari, and some of the other cool cats that are out there in California. So anyway. It's gonna be a rough ride tonight. Rough ride? Wait a minute, like DMX? No, wait, it can't be that rough. Or could it? It's a tribute to DMX tonight. Why not? Fuck it. Oh, really? Really an ad? Come on, guys. That's what Haas says in the bathroom. Speaking of bathrooms. I was at the Love's truck stop today outside of Orlando. Exit 44, Love's truck stop. And I went into the bathroom real quick just to wash my hands because the vehicle I was driving for work today was filthy. And I wanted to eat my sandwich on the way home. So I went in to wash my hands and get some wet paper towels to wipe down my steering wheel and just keep on board so I could keep my hands clean, And I come out of the bathroom, or actually I was going into the bathroom, and this person, I thought it was a girl, but it was like an older dude. And I almost bumped into, I almost ran him down. I'm a little dude. I'm like 5'7", 160, you know. And I almost knocked him over. And I was like, oh, shit, excuse me, sir. And he looked at me and he goes, it's fine. You're all right, baby. Just like, it's fine. You're all right, baby. Baby. And I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, and that's fine. It's no big deal. You know, it's not like the first time that I've had a gay person, you know, try to hit on me like that. But, like, I mean, it sounded like I was with, you know, like it sounded like Britney Spears, man, you know? And I don't know. It's all right. You're fine, baby. Really? You know? Like, I know I'm fine, but do you have to call me baby? Like, I wouldn't call, you know, a strange person, a woman, I wouldn't call her baby. That's offensive, but I guess it's okay for gay dudes to call straight dudes baby like that. I guess. I don't know, man. Whatever though, but it is what it is. So I got super fans now out in Auburndale, out there at Love's Truck Stop. Oh, baby. It's okay, baby. You know what's not right about this song? I think she was like 17 when she made this video. And if you are out there, gentlemen out there, if you beat off to this video, because she was like pretty smoking hot in her little schoolgirl uniform, Britney Spears, but I think she was underage. That makes you a perv.
Oh, baby, baby, I shouldn't have let you go. And now you're right outside and showing me how you want it to be. Tell me, baby, 'cause I need to know now. Because my loneliness is killing me. I must confess, I still believe. When I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, baby, baby.
The reason I breathe is you.
All right, that's enough of that.
You got me blinded. Addicted, baby.
Is it? I can't go on without knowing if she was underage when she made this video, because that is one hot woman right there. If she's not a woman, then I take that back. Anyway, oh dude, I'll tell you what. Haas is Stan in the chat room says, "You guys are both fucking perverts, man." Haas says, "Dude, I still beat off to Britney Spears." That's all caps. Stan says, "Just call me a perv. I beat off to her, Miley, Selena Gomez, way sooner than I should have." I'm pretty sure Selena Gomez is a dude, bro. Although, you know, Miley Cypress, the Achy Breaky Girls, she's as weird and like spaced out as some of her photos are. She's actually a pretty hot chick. But anyway, I have to, somebody glick it for me, please. How old was Britney Spears when she made that "Oh Baby Baby" song? Don't make me do it, because I'm really busy. I don't have a producer. I don't have a co-host. I don't have a glick. I don't have any of that, man. All I got is me, my fist, and a Britney Spears video. That's all I got. I don't trust you fuckers in the chat room. You're going to tell me she was 15. I know you will. All right, let's see. How old was Britney Spears in Oops, I Did It Again? That's the second thing that pops up in the Google box, dude. All right, here we go. We'll go Wikipedia, because you know they're always right. She was born in 1981, so she's only 6 years younger than me, 7 years younger than me. It was released in 2000. So, looking for it here. It doesn't say her age, and we could figure out how old she was. I wish it was just like right there to tell us how old she was. Somebody do the math, please. She was 17. Thank you, Haas. I mean, Oh, whatever. In Muslim countries, it's okay, right? Oh no, Kevin said something racist. Everybody call in now. Rip him a new one. Yeah, freaking break, man. You know what? You know what it's time for? It's time for a lesson in racism, because it's really not racist to make jokes if they're not hateful, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. Maybe my opinion is just me emulating somebody else's opinion. I don't know. Maybe I should recant what I just said. Maybe I shouldn't. You can be the judge. Is this song racist or is it not? The Air People song by Z-Flow. Which I love this song. There you go. Take your time.
And now for more stereotypes that are obviously not true.
We don't like tennis shoes, we wear sandals, and yet we have sex with goats and ride camels. I live in the desert in Abu Dhabi, so I squat behind a cactus when I have chupati. Roll your tongue on the R's, whoops, drop the bomb, Allahu Akbar. I played the flute and snakes come out of jars. I caught a flight plane, didn't get far. And you might not believe it, man, but during the winter I ski in sand. And the TSA was like, man, how did you get out of Iraq? Iran, damn. Watch out, Rashid's got a bomb. Watch out, Abdul Jabbar got a bomb. Watch out, Amir's got a bomb. Watch out, Malcolm X got a bomb. I'm a billionaire, check my Equifax. Always wearing turbans and bedsheet hats. An Arabian day in the life. See, I have 10 leashes, one for each wife. And I have 10 bombs, one for each flight.
Whoa. What happened there? That's all right. You guys are all probably really enjoying that song, too. That's okay. I think I can catch it where we left off.
In the life. See, I have 10 leashes, one for each wife.
Damn, I'm good!
I have 10 bombs, one for each flight. That I put my wives on, they speak without permission. Then, mommy, look, there's a plane in the air. And I swear, it was just there. We're all Muslims, Salam, and we all live in a cave, Saddam, where we all eat lots of hummus, yum. My first website was thebomb.com. And you might not believe it, man, but during the winter I ski in sand. And the TSA was like, man, how did you get out of Iraq? Iran, damn. Watch out, Hussein got a bomb. Watch out, Ramir Rashid got a bomb. Watch out, Obama got a bomb. Watch out, Osama bin Laden got a bomb. Well, not anymore. Don't touch my hat, it's sacred. I can make all my wives get naked. I have a phobia, I'm afraid of bacon. You need RDG, I can make it. We own mini mobs and gas stations, but people buy beer to get wasted. Like 9/11 victims, I take
Dude, you don't say that. Wasted like 9/11 victims? Fuck no, we don't say that shit in America. You might say that shit over in Lebanon, Afghanistan, wherever the fuck you from. But in America, you get your ass killed out here, boy.
I'm sorry.
Take that shit out the lyrics. Right now, before I shove a cactus up your sandy ass. Right now, I ain't playing.
Okay,
Shit.
I'm erasing it. I erased it.
Throw that damn falafel in the trash and focus.
Good Lord, maybe it is a little racist.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, too.
Cue the goddamn music.
As the world waits for my plans to unfoil, during spring I jet ski on oil, and I bombed all sorts of different places, and the TSA is the most racist. They be like, watch out, Rashid's got a bomb. Watch out, Abdul Jabbar got a bomb. Watch out, Amir's got a bomb. Watch out, Malcolm X got a bomb. Watch out, Hussein got a bomb. Watch out, Ramir Rashid got a bomb. Watch out, Obama got a bomb. Watch out, Osama bin Laden got a bomb.
That'd be Z-Flow, just like it sounds. Look at all the tweets of people that want to hear this song, man. Everybody. Boston Thomas.
My name is Dr. Chopstick Green.
All right. Yeah. Maybe I burped in my mic. I can't because it's mine. So, people make parody songs and jokes, and it's not really a crime. It's not a big deal. If you're so offended, you know, I don't know what to tell you, you know. I mean, that was funny. I mean, that was an African-American gentleman that made that song. It's not the only song that he made that was about stereotypes. It's funny. He's trying to make people laugh. He makes a black people song. He makes a white people song. He makes an Asian song. He makes an Arab song. I've got all of them loaded up for tonight. I'll play every one of them at some point throughout the program tonight, just to show that it's funny. It's not a crime. You don't have to be offended. You don't need to have fake outrage. Relax, everybody. You can laugh at each other. You can poke fun at your friend who's a different color than you, and he can poke fun right back at you, and it's not a big deal. It's okay. Good Lord. As long as you're not, like, indoctrinating children or dropping, you know, F-bombs or N-bombs in public or in the workplace. You know what I mean? Really? Is it really that big of a deal? Does everybody have to be so uptight? I'm so tired of it, man. Haas is all, what the fuck, Kevin? Stan in the chat room says, what's more dangerous? Not going to say this out loud. Not going to repeat that one. Although it's funny, don't get me wrong. I just don't want to, like, say somebody else's joke on my show saying it's from them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if Stan wants me to read that joke out loud. If he does, I'll read it. You know, just go ahead and chat me up. Anyway, so we've got strange news lined up for tonight. I've got a bunch of songs that I want to play. We're going to be supporting local music again tonight, too. I've got songs from Murder the Crow and Sunshine and Bullets loaded up tonight, which is going to be totally cool. I've also got some old school break stuff for during the breaks tonight. You're going to hear some Pops and Jaybird. I talked to I got a message from Homeless Chuck earlier tonight, so we might speak to Homeless Chuck throughout the night tonight, which I think would be pretty funny. He's got a couple of funny ideas that he's been kind of throwing at me a little bit here and there, and again, I apologize for being lazy or too busy at work, but all in good fun. You know, I love those guys, Chuck, Pops, and Jaybird, the original cast and crew of this show. They're still around. They haven't gone anywhere. Everybody's still doing good. It is what it is, man, so... he says, I don't care. It's not racist. It's funny. Stan in the chat room. All right. Stan's joke. What's more dangerous? Taking a Jewish person's last penny or a black guy's last piece of chicken? That's remedial at best, Stan, but I'll give you the joke drum on that. That's all good. You know, a child told me a joke the other day. A tween. No, I guess a teen. What is 13's a teenager, right? A 13-year-old told me a joke the other day. And I believe that this person read it off the internet, and it was tasteless. It was, why are the Boston Bombers smarter than the Nazis? And the answer was because they knew how to end a race. And I was like, no, bad, no. Come on, too young for... I didn't mean to do that. I was scrolling. No, too young for jokes like that, man. Come on. Get with it. Jeez Louise. Anyway. Holy shit. Is Britney Spears still that hot? Wow. Wow, you guys are perverts for thinking a 17-year-old is hot. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. I think I'm going to troll my fiance and just talk to her like that for the next couple of days. You know, I'll just roll over and be like, oh, baby. How was I supposed to know that, you know, I don't know. She was on the other. I'll just not say anything. I'll just be quiet. Here, a moment of silence for that last joke. I digress. So, how about, what was it? Saturday night? Friday night? Saturday night. No, Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. How about Friday night? Oh, cool. It's Friday night, guys, man. Spicoli TV was awesome. I was loving it, and then I fell asleep, and it wasn't their fault. I was just really tired, and I left my earbuds in and everything. It was horrible. I apologize for just ghosting SpicoleTV.com, which I highly suggest you check out. Also, a quick shout out to Nitwit.tv, a lot of fun as well. So here's one of my favorite songs. I told you I'm going to play a lot of music tonight. Chat room's kind of quiet, and I've been lazy. I didn't promote the show tonight. I understand we're not going to have a lot of listeners, but we're still on the IRN, which I am so grateful for, and we're also on WBRFM and GAG FM 109 in Boston. I can't say it without laughing because, you know, they're mostly like metal and music and stuff like that. And, you know, here we are just like a comedy, whatever, you know, and the fact that it spells gag, it just makes me laugh every time I say it. So hopefully I'll get over it at some point. But here's one of my favorite songs of all time. And you can call me whatever you want to call me. I really don't care. It's not Taylor Swift, although anybody that knows me knows I love Taylor Swift, but it's the Violent Femmes, and I hope you enjoy it. It's one of my favorite songs. It reminds me of growing up, going to my first year of college, and having a relationship with a girl that's going to her first year of college, and it just brings me back, so I hope you enjoy it.
Tell your man I'm stuck on this lovely girl. Cause to me she mean all the world. But then she like another guy. I fall down dead, she never see the tears I cry. Say please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please do not go. How long can the days go on when my love is so strong? And I know I cannot tell a lie. Oh, whoa, whoa, I wanna see him go. Bye, 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 bye. Now I wonder what she would say. You know, if I told her that I felt this way. You know, might make a turn, might make a turn either way. So all I can do is patiently pray, pray, pray. Say please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please do not go. How long can the days go on when my love is so strong? Then I know I cannot tell a lie. Oh, whoa, whoa, I wanna see him go. Bye, 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 bye. I tell you, man, I'm stuck on this lovely girl. And you know, I could travel all over the whole world. And you know what she does? She turn around, she like another guy. Oh, what can I do? I fall down dead. She never see the tears I cry. Please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please do not go. Please, please, please.
Everybody can stop crying now. Am I the only one? That bass line was badass, man. Playing a bass, an acoustic bass like that, I think it's just totally cool. I don't know, that song just kind of stuck with me over the last 20 years or so, whatever it was. Very, very cool. You know, I was a kid growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, and you know, everybody goes different ways. There's a lot of places to go when you're in the burbs and you graduate high school. And, you know, I actually moved to Florida my junior year, and I went back when I graduated out here in Florida, and I started going to a tech school up in Chicago with student loans, and so I could be, you know, closer to that particular high school sweetheart of mine. And that girl had the opportunity to go to, like, what was it, U of I? And her dad was like a professor at Loyola or something like that. So, and then all my best friends that were around when I moved up there started going to like Northwestern and Western and SIU, and all of a sudden it's like, man, here you are, you know, living in a posh apartment in the burbs, bartending and making good money with no direction at all, and all of your besties are gone, you know. So I came back to Florida, you know. And I never looked back. I've been here ever since. So in my early 20s, I planted my roots again here in beautiful Pasco County. So here I sit, but not brokenhearted, not at all. I don't regret any of those experiences that I had up in Chi-Town. It was absolutely fantastic. But that song by the Violent Femmes, Please Don't Go, that was one of the songs that inspired me to buy my first bass guitar. And, yeah, I can play the bass. I can play the guitar, too. You guys want to hear me play it? Oh, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I got one. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Got it right here. Coming back. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Oh, look out. Is it? It might be time. It might be time. Oh, dude. I'm going to play a song that my older brother wrote. Filbert. You know Filbert, our technical producer. Oh, yeah. Here we go. This is a song, I may have played a little bit of it before on the program. It's called My Yeast Infected Girlfriend. And this is live in the studio. Actually, this might be the first time. I can't even remember. And I don't have a guitar pick. So I'm going to play this with my fingers, and I'm really not very talented. Jaybird, what's up, man? I'm not very talented. All right, here we go. She's got a small problem. She's had since puberty. On her love chamber grows a small difficulty. She's my yeast infected girlfriend. She's always got a loaf for me. Cooking in her oven is a homegrown recipe. It's really not that bad. It's just a small frustration. So when she's feeling sad, I resort to masturbation. She's my yeast infected girlfriend. Always got a loaf for me. All right. So that being the only song I can play and sing, besides The Boys Around Here, from Blake Shelton. Except that was a parody called My Brother Loves Them Boys Around Here. He's feeding them ice cold beer. Backwoods and shit, he'll suck your dick. Willie swallow, Willie swallow, Willie swallow, Willie swallow, spit. That's fucked up. I'm sorry, everybody out there. I'm sorry, all right? It's what happens when you're alone in a studio with nothing to do except a 3-hour program with no content at all. None. Zero. This is all off the dome, baby. All of it. I apologize, especially to the ladies out there listening. I didn't write that song. Man, so many good ones to get to, though, tonight. There really is. I can assure you during the breaks, it'll be the best part of the show. I remember, I think it was Smitty that said, the best part of the show is the breaks. These are the breaks. No, they're not. We're not going to break yet. Hell no. No way. But I should break stuff. Break yourself. Anyway. So, man, I was bouncing around topic ideas tonight, right? And I didn't want to go Trump. I didn't want to go immigration and children at the border and because it's been such a mess, and I was smart enough to just stand back and not even talk about it. I made no comments, 0 on Facebook, and I typed a bunch of comments, and then I deleted and backspaced them out, and I was just like, I'm not going to engage with anybody because I knew better. I'm centered enough to know that this is obviously a back and forth over the last 8 to 10 years, or even longer if you want to really look at the policy and the laws and when it was incorporated and stuff like that. I did research. It's not like I didn't pay attention to it. I just didn't comment on it. And, and then tonight there's an executive order that was signed, and the people were so pissed off about the whole situation but didn't acknowledge how it was 8 years ago. The last, 8 years, whatever it was, they are the ones that are all, he only did it because his, the pressure. He's still a monster. I'm so over it. So I really didn't want to get into it, but I did find one pretty cool story that I thought I would bring up. And this is also kind of off the rip. I didn't really read the entire article yet, and I might read the majority of it here. I got some bullet points of it too as well. But Peter Fonda, you remember Easy Rider? Peter Fonda apologizes to Trump, to the Trump family, for a highly inappropriate and vulgar tweet, calling for Barron to be ripped from his mother's arms and put in a cage with pedophiles after Melania talks with the Secret Service. So I guess this tweet kind of struck chords with Melania. Like, is this dude sane or what? This Hollywood dude's going crazy. Fonda was upset with the White House's separation of illegal immigrant families. Where was he 10 years ago? Anyway, he tweeted that we should rip Barron Trump from his mother's arms and put him in a cage with pedophiles. I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure that one of the main reasons that they were separating the children from the adults was to make sure they weren't in a cage with pedophiles. I might be wrong. The Oscar-winning actor also called for addresses of ICE agents to be hacked and released. That's a no-no. He said, we should find out what schools their children go to and surround them. Then he added, we need to scare the fuck out of border agents. We need to make their children worry now. Wow. Come on, man. Actor said Christian Nielsen should be stripped naked. I mean, I might be cool with that. And whipped in public. I don't know about that. And branded President a fucking monster. He said he was sorry for tweeting something highly inappropriate and vulgar about the president and his family. Yeah, that makes it all okay, I guess. He's sane. He's fine. He's not insane. I went way too far. You think? It was wrong, and I should not have done it. I immediately regretted it and sincerely apologized to the family. Yeah, well, I don't know, man. The First Lady's office conferred with the U.S. Secret Service about the incident. The agency wouldn't say on Wednesday whether it had contacted the aging Oscar winner directly. Fonda issued a statement hours later, shortly after President Donald Trump signed an executive order forbidding the government from detaining children separately from the adults who brought them across the U.S.-Mexico border. I tweeted something highly inappropriate and vulgar, man, about the president, man, and his family in response to the devastating images, man, that I was seeing on television, man, said Fonda. In context. So, I mean, the guy doesn't look like he's crazy. I mean, he doesn't look like he's 1,000 years old, Like many Americans, I am very impassioned and distraught, man, over the situation, man, with children separated from their families, man, at the border, man. But I went way too far, man. It was far out, man. It was wrong, man, and I shouldn't have done it, man. I immediately regretted it, man, and I sincerely apologized to the family for what I said, man. And any hurt my words may have caused, man. Peter Fonda hasn't changed much over the years. Well, all right, that's cool. Whatever. I just thought that was an interesting story, a little twist on the whole thing. It doesn't matter where you stand on the subject. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, how brainwashed you've become by watching the news daily. Please kill your TV. Or how you've been on social media and have been influenced by the people that you follow, whether they're famous people or not. You know, I've got a lot of family members in Chicago and friends in Chicago, and Chicago characteristically is a very left-leaning entity. Entity is a word, right? So, of course, I get the whole left side of everything in my news feed. I also see the right side of it. So many people are like, well, what the hell happened the last 10 years? Oh, what about the policy that, started all this? He's just enforcing the law. You can't just change the law, blah, 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 blah. I get it. I see both sides of it. Do I really want to have an opinion and pick either one? No. But I'd like to talk about Peter Fonda, man. That's all I'm doing. All right? So chill out. Calm down. Jesus. I wonder what Lionel had to say about it today. Anyway, so that being said, I don't know about Peter Fonda, although Easy Rider was awesome. If you guys look up, there's a cartoon. I want to say you can pull it up on YouTube, and it's like a cartoon, and it's really detailed. It may have been on like Liquid Television or something like that back in the day, but it was like a cartoon version of Easy Rider, and towards the end, it's very graphic. This car pulls up and shoots them both in the face with a shotgun. It's really bloody and graphic and nasty. And I was shocked. I was like, Jesus, man. It was pretty badass, though. So if you're into parodies and Easy Rider, find that. And if you do, send me a link. Put it on the fun page. Just search The Kevin Holly Show fun page and request to be added. And one of the admins or myself will add you if you're cool and not a cop. And if you are a cop, just show us your dick, and it's cool. So that being said, the theme of tonight, again, and I want to remind you guys, is things that I think are better than mumble rap. And Cardi B and Migos. This is an example of mumble rap. And I'll show you why my playlist is better. Good. That's my fast. Good. The fuck is that?
Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', ice, came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin',
Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'.
Give me a little something to remember. Tryna make love in the sprinter. Bitches drop a nigga like Kimber. Girl looking like a right swipe on Tinder. Shit on these hoes. Let up my wrist on these hoes. Now I look down on these bitches. I cool like I'm on stilts on these hoes. But fuck your baby daddy right now. Wanna make got cake by the pound. Go down, eat it up, don't drown. Chicken cheese in a bow, how it sound. I got that gushy, yeah, that's a fact, but I never been pussy. I've been that bitch with pajamas with footies on MVP, and I'm still a rookie like whoop. I gotta work on my anger, might kill a bitch with my fingers. I gotta stay out of goop.
Dude, I could totally be the hype guy for Cardi B. I could do that. Ice. Yeah, bitches. Ice. What? I mean, come on. What the
I'm finna run out of hangers. Is she a stripper, a rapper, a singer? I'm busting blacks in a belly, my tiger. Right through your hood like bitch, I'm the mayor. You not my bitch, then bitch, you a danger. Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin',
drip, drip.
Diamonds on my wrist, they drippin',
drip, drip,
Came through drippin', came through drippin',
drip, drip,
came through drippin',
drip, drip,
diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'.
drip, drip.
Bitch, you a thought ain't trickin'. Put her on the knee, make her lick it. Protect on my wrist and the glistening. The bitch got mad, I dissed her. Shawty, you ain't nothing to a rich nigga. I put a check on a bitch, nigga. Fuck your whole set and your click, nigga. Got a gang full of dough, that's a broke nigga. Diamonds on me, what's the price? I'm not getting involved with the hype. I'm too rich to get into a fight. 50 racks got my jeans fitting tight. That price and them boys come and wipe ya. We had to dispose of the diaper. We trap every week, every night. Where my movie too smooth, no indictments. Yeah, figures on lightning. 57, 90 in his biting. When I got a mill, I got excited. For the cash, I'ma turn them like a Maya. Spaghetti keep dripping, dropping. My wrist on liquid, watch it. Jump on my dick and pop it. Yeah, get a little bit of deposit.
Oh my god, I can't do it anymore. I like to make. I want to make jokes. I want to make fun and look how funny that is. Oh, but I just can't do it. I can't. I mean that. I'm sorry if you're a fan of Cardi B And I know like Cardi B is making billions and whatever. I'm sorry, but I understand. I get it, man. You know, people like it. People identify with it. The youth today likes it. I just don't see the talent in it. I really don't. I mean, I've made parody songs and they're so terrible. Anybody with, I don't know, you don't even have to have talent, like, or with a mixer or studio equipment. All you have to do is just park your face behind a microphone and go, yeah, drip, drip, yeah, drip, drip, yeah. I mean, come on, man. Anyway, I think it's time to take a break, our first break. It's 9 o'clock. Why not? Why not take our first break right now? We will be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show, and this is why, and this is what, I should say, this is what is better than mumble rap.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show.
I can say is Trucker Kathy isn't gay. She likes driving trucks across the country. And all I can do is make a brand new song for her. And then she'll have dinner at Ruby Tuesday. Ruby Tuesday. And all I can say is Trucker Kathy isn't gay. Hopefully she'll listen again someday. Listen someday. Listen someday. Listen someday. This is Kevin Holly, host of The Kevin Holly Show, live on the IRN Internet Radio Network. One time I fell down the stairs. I know somebody who actually put a cat in their freezer. I have 2 guinea pigs. I have a goldfish that's 5 years old. I have a huge suckerfish. It's a Plico clitoris. You are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network. The Kevin Holly Show, live on the IRN Internet Radio Network.
Swimming out this outfield. Well, it's swimming electric hills. Swimming out this 7 seals. Got to keep me even keel. Swimming out hills in between meals. Let's all break it down in here. Swimming out.
Oh man, this is Robert Wright. ROBERT WRIGHT.
Tell me what happened wrong.
Oh man, it all went down, man. I stayed right next door, man, from the thing that happened, man, the barbecue, man. I was barbecuing, man. I seen some fire just come out the window, man. The window busted out, man. Only thing I think first, man, make sure them ribs is right. And ran in and got my family, man. Brung everybody out safely, man. I carry everybody out myself, man. You know what I mean? And keep this PG, everybody myself, man. I did that. Feel me?
You got kids and older people out, or just kids?
Yeah, I got my kids first. First thing I got my kids, and I thought about my ribs. Like, I ain't gonna let my ribs burn and stuff, because I take pride in what I do, man. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I was hungry, man. I was like, man, put them ribs on there, man. Some hot links and stuff, man. We got it going and stuff. But I looked over, man. The fire was bursting out, man. I was like, man, this is crazy, man. Real crazy, man. Let me get my kids up out the situation, man. That's all I know. You feel me? And I'm from the Bay Area, man. You know I'm located in the Bay Area. You feel me? Out here now, but yeah, I'm from the Bay, man. They call me West Oakland, man, you know. But I'm going to keep things going, man, keep going, you know. But it was frantic, man. It was real serious out there, man. It was real serious, man. But, yeah, man, enjoy this barbecue, though, man. Have a good night, man. Hopefully they put us in the motel, man, you know what I mean? Because I ain't trying to come out the pockets. They owe me for that one, you feel me?
Did you get any injuries yourself?
Did I get any injuries?
Yeah,
oh, no, I ain't get no injuries and stuff except for all the smoke in my lungs and stuff. I already had smoke in my lungs, so I'm all right.
He already had smoke in his lungs, so he's all right.
That's outstanding, man. I tell you, I have so much I want to say about this right now. The first thing I'd like to say, if you don't remember, we're coming to you from the Kevin Holly Show, okay? It's KEVINHOLLY SHOW. It's a Kevin Holly Show, and they call me the West Coast Badass, West Pasco Badass. I'm just telling you that right now. But this is outstanding. This is really good, man.
You feel me? Who wouldn't get those ribs? Those ribs look so good that you'd be a fool not to go back into a burning building to get.
Listen, I would fight a zombie for some good ribs. All right, I'd be like, all right, there's 30 zombies over there, and you can have your choice. There's gasoline and ammunition over there. I'd be like, dude, let's take them zombies out and get some ribs. That's good. Yeah. You know, that's good stuff right there, man.
I agree, man. I think that I'm wondering. Like, I have one question. You know, were the ribs on the grill, on the balcony? Were they in the oven, or did the apartment fire actually cook the ribs? You know,
or did the ribs? Did cooking the ribs? Did that start the fire?
What did he say? Okay,
hey, let's say rib dinners matter, dude.
Rib dinners matter.
We have to say rib
dinners matter for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this guy should be guarded as a national hero.
I just had a thought, and I'm thinking about this as Jesse Jackson would. You know, Reverend Jesse Jackson.
I've heard of him before. Not real
if he would have heard this story, you know what he would have said? He says, now that's a good father. He took his wife and kids out before he got the ribs.
That's because the ribs weren't done yet. You know, they were still cooking. Yeah. He was smoking the ribs.
I'll guarantee you, he turned the ribs over.
He's not only a good father, he's a good rib cooker, too.
He turned the ribs over, got his kids.
He turned the ribs over, got his kids, ran them out, come back to the house.
It's like,
ding! Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
his decision making, he should be a quarterback.
Jesse Jackson would say,
"Where's our dump button? I want new Chuck. Where's old Chuck?
Yeah,
old Chuck's
I mean,
not
new
racist.
New Chuck, you might be. I don't know.
I hope our deleting department. I hope our deleting editing department can correct my grammar there.
That's not grammar.
That's slang.
My slur.
No, well, yeah.
That was horrible.
I'm highly offended.
I don't know if I can continue with this.
Let's not make an issue of it then.
Let's not make an issue.
Oh man, this is Robert Wright. ROBERT.
Robert Wright's all right in my book.
I just want to say that the racist is POPS, Pops.
I used to be a nice guy, but now that I'm up, Chuck, no more of that shit. It's dog eat dog and dog eat dog. And don't give me no shit.
The time is right.
Brown, live on the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Brown. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, man, that's great. And
I've been dead a long time. I'm ready to do this.
You ready? I'm so ready for this as well. Again, thanks for doing this. Before I start with you, it's been a long time since you passed away.
Long time.
You're here now with us from the grave, and you know what the Dump Tower is, haunted. And of all the ghosts to join us...
I don't like those ghosts.
Yeah, but you're fine, so I'm glad you're here. You don't scare me. You don't scare me at all. In fact, I welcome your spirit.
Good. I love you, Kevin. I love everybody.
Yeah? So, you're going on tour soon. Now, the people that are opening for you are mumble rappers.
Yes.
Mumble rap.
YB40.
YB40? No, I think it's UB40.
No, they YB40.
Okay.
New band.
It's a new band, huh?
New band. I found them. Memphis.
You discovered them?
In Memphis.
Yeah? What's Memphis like?
Beautiful. Warm. Sexy. A sex machine. All
right, well, let's get into it. Without further ado, you wanted to do a little mumble rap, right?
I invented mumble rap. 1952 Memphis.
Will you do a little mumble rap for us tonight?
I will.
All right, here we go. I got the beat you wanted. Here it is.
Fitting to rub my chest, fitting to rub you west, fitting to build a nest, spitting like I'm the best. I goes to Egypt, dig up bitches. I fuck them mummies hard till they bustin' them stitches. Riches like gold, don't care if it's old. I'm gonna take mines any way I can, get that shit rolled. I'm in the club, $50 rubs, champagne in the tubs. I'ma bear you a cub. What time is it, Kevin? What time is it, Kevin? What time it be, Kevin?
Yeah.
Yo, what time, Kevin?
Time to get lit.
Time to get lit.
Time to get lit.
Time to get lit.
Everybody's getting lit.
Time to get lit.
Everybody's getting lit.
Time to get lit.
Everybody's getting lit. Everybody getting lit.
Party. Bacardi. Don't be tardy. Be smarty. Build muscle. For your hustle. Do your thing. Chicken wang. Making dollars. Hear me holler. Never been a G to do it like me. LA to Philly, it's the Brothers Holly. What time is it, Kevin? What time is it, Kevin?
Lit.
What time is it, Kevin?
Lit.
Yo, what time is it, Kevin? It's time to get lit.
Everybody getting lit.
It's time to get lit.
Everybody getting lit.
Just hear this shit.
Everybody get lit.
It's time to get lit.
Everybody get lit.
Ha! Yeah. Back off of it. Let me see that. Yeah. I'm getting sexy now. I'm getting sexy now. Gotta get sexy. What do you think, man? You like that?
I thought that was really, really, really good. Man. That's a rap right there.
Living in America.
Mr. Brown, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let me turn this beat down here.
What's a good beat?
What's it like living in America?
I don't know, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, there's the man, and then there's, I don't know, when you're dead, it's hard. But I don't care about that. I'm just happy to be back.
What about the Kevin Holly Show? I heard you're a big fan.
Good show. Good show. Good guy, that Kevin Holly. Kevin Holly. Holly. Yeah, Kevin Holly. Holly.
That's me.
Hallelujah.
All right, calm down for a second there, Mr. Brown. What's your favorite TV show?
I used to be a big fan of that Cosby Show. That got fucked up, though. Big time.
Whoa, how did it... I mean, it was a family-oriented show.
I like to make love with the ladies, too. Any way I can, but that guy, he overstepped his boundaries.
Like how? He's innocent.
You don't need drugs to get a woman interested in you. You just need to be sexy.
Sexy how?
Like a sex machine. Ah! God damn. Yeah.
How about a promo? Give me a liner for the Kevin Holly Show, if you don't mind.
Papa got a brand new bag, and it is on Wednesday nights. 8:00 p.m. Eastern. This is James Brown saying, ha!
You didn't say shit about the Kevin Holly Show.
Fuck Kevin Holly. This is James Brown Show. I'm back from the grave.
No, it's my show, James.
This is James Brown, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. And it's live from America.
Thank you. That was really good.
Yeah, I know.
Well, what do you...
What?
When's the next time you're going to be performing?
What's so funny?
Nothing. Look at this screen.
You making fun of James Brown?
It's lit.
Are you making fun of James Brown? Get
Ow!
I may be dead, but I can still whoop your ass, boy.
Hey!
Chicago! Detroit City! This is James Brown, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. And it's live from America. Kevin Holly. Holly.
That's me.
Hallelujah. Papa got a brand new bag, and it is on Wednesday nights. 8:00 p.m. Eastern. This is James Brown saying, ha! Fuck Kevin Holly.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Wow, James Brown coming back from the break. Holy crap. That was an amazing experience. Having James Brown back from the dead, live in studio back in the day. He invented mumble rap. I don't know if you know that, but that's it's perfect for the theme tonight. You all know what that theme is. It's what's better than mumble rap? Pretty much anything. So at least we got that going for us. Oh. Welcome back to the Kevin Holly Show. Second hour. I'd love to play the pyramid game, but I got nobody to play it with. Everybody's got to lighten up. Man, I can't get enough of that. I can't get enough of that. Man, do you remember when the Beastie Boys were like up and coming? I mean, after License to Ill, I don't know, maybe, oh man, I don't know what I liked better. Check Your Head or Paul's Boutique. Because Paul's Boutique had so many quick bits, bits, I don't know, songs. There's so much good stuff on that album, but Check Your Head was sexy, man. This is better than Seal for effing music right here, Oh, yeah. If I was going to rail Britney Spears when she was 17 and I was 16, this is the song I'd play for her. And she'd be all like, oh, baby, baby. Shine like the sun. Woo! Goddamn. So good. What happened to hip-hop and rap, man? Jesus, even the Beastie Boys got it right, man. Not even the Beastie Boys got it right. But, some white dudes, a Jewish dude, from the Bronx or, from New York or wherever. I don't know my history on the Beastie Boys. I'm not an expert, but geez Louise, it was good, man. That was great. And it still is. It's timeless, man. And my fiance, Lori B, she's like, she hates when I play the Beastie Boys. I don't know why, but tell me that lighten up, gotta lighten up right now. Tell me that's not better than this.
Came through drippin', came through drippin', came through drippin', diamonds on my wrist, they drippin'. Bitch, what that ain't trickin', that put on a Neiman.
I mean, come on, man. I would take the worst Beastie Boys, raw dog, closet produced, apartment made, Shure dynamic microphone, 4-track cassette tape recorder produced, Dust Brothers, anything over Cardi B all day long. I mean, come on. Oh, look who's in the chat room. We got Nitwit.tv. What's up, Kirk? My man. He says High Plains Drifter, right? That's an awesome song, man. And Jessica, what's up, dude? Pulse Boutique for sure, she says. Jess, I'm so glad you're listening and in the chat room, because I wanted to say something to you. And I'm going to say it live on the show. My friend Jessica, I kind of grew up with a little bit in our late teens, early 20s. She was my best friend's girlfriend and almost like a roommate, always crashing in our apartment and stuff like that. And Jess knows why I'm doing what I'm doing right now as I don't know, you want to call this a hobby? Do you want to call it me trying to break into radio? Come on, whatever it might be. And speaking of which, if you want to go on creativeloafing.com, cltampa.com, we are nominated for Best Local Podcast and Best Local Internet Radio Show. So please give us a vote. We're already nominated, so just wait till July when the voting opens up and give us a vote, man. That'd be so cool. I'd love to beat one of my best friends, Ryan Hoppy. He's won 2 years in a row, or 2 out of 3 years. 2-time award-winning Hoppy Hour, produced and broadcasted right out of this Dump Tower studio. So let's give him a run for his money, right? But yeah, Jess, I was talking about you to my fiance the other day, and it was Thursday night when I was watching and listening to Open Mic Live, and all of a sudden I see Jess in the chat, and I was like, oh, look at this! How cool is that? How cool is social media? People say like, oh, people are so, enthralled with their phones, and all they want to do is look at their tablets and their phones, and people just are so broken from reality that they're just always looking and staring at their phones, and they should put their phones down and pay more attention to what's going on in real life. Yeah, do you think that we don't do that? I look at my friend Jessica, and she's taking her kids to state, playing baseball, playing soccer, whatever sports you guys are involved in, being an awesome mother to your children. And I don't think it's fair to talk about how somebody is too busy looking at their phone. I think that social media brings us back together, and it's an amazing thing. I love to see what my uncle is doing in Chicago. I love to see what my second cousins are doing. People I barely know that are my family. It's an awesome way to interact with people that should be closer to you but might be so far away. You know what I mean? And Jess, last week, seeing you in the chat room on Open Mic Live and playing the games and stuff, playing Stanley Feud and playing Tyrese Trivia and all that stuff, man, totally cool. Nothing cooler than that. But that being said, Jess and myself and my best friend back in the day and a couple of other awesome friends like Steve and some of those guys back in Schaumburg back in the day, we were making prank phone calls back when prank phone calls was cool, and we were having a blast, laughing our asses off and recording it on cassette tapes and playing it back and all that good stuff, man. And to have the opportunity to continue to act like a 12-year-old at 42 years old is golden, man. And there's nothing cooler than it. It's really, this room is like a clubhouse. And it's not just like us acting like 12-year-olds and interacting through social media with each other and catching up and all that fun stuff and still being friends, but it's also the good times. So many things have happened in this room over the last 2.5 years that I can't even begin to explain how grateful I am for it and how starstruck I am over it and how just surreal the feeling really is. And I know I talk about it a lot. I'm going to be all sappy and everything, but it's been really, really, really cool. And I'm really glad that I've been doing it. And just solidifies why it's important to me to be able to connect with people like my friend Andy that you guys probably have heard on the show before. And it's like people move and things change, and we have families and we have kids, and hell, some of my friends are grandparents already. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, but here we are. We're still, our hearts are still beating, and we still have love for each other, and it's just a really cool ride, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I regret absolutely nothing, not a single part of it. So Jess, thanks for sticking around, and I'm looking at the chat. I don't have my glasses on, so I got to squint. It takes me a second. Let's see. Nitwit says, Hoppy has my vote. He's my insurance agent. That's awesome. Jess says, aw, I love hearing you do your thing just like way back in the day, Kev. Thanks, Jess, man. See, that's what it's all about. You know, I miss you so much. I miss those times. That was an important part of growing up. That was part of my, I don't know if I should call it my childhood, because we were late teens and early 20s, but man, did we have a lot of fun, and those are the days that you never forget. That was what, learning how to be an adult was all about, and yeah, we all made mistakes and we all had ups and downs, and, but like I said, and I'll say it again, I have absolutely zero regrets about any of that. I talk about how my 20s was a party time, and I probably could have made better decisions, but while I was in my 20s partying like a rock star and hanging out with friends, I never got in trouble. I never got arrested or beat anybody up or got beaten up. Nobody ever died, you know what I mean? And I still went to college, and so did most of my friends back then. And all of us have blossomed into adulthood and into parenthood. And, I don't look back at it like, oh, I could have made a better decision and I could have went a different route. I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I actually got an engineering degree, and maybe I didn't capitalize on that degree. I might regret that a little bit, but at the same time, I'm still doing it. And I feel young still, I'm still able to go out and make money and work hard. And, how do you say it? Success doesn't come easy. Nothing is free. And hard work always pays off. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the podcast. I'm talking about life in general, And it reminds me of a conversation that I had with one of my best friends in Florida, a guy I've known for 20 plus years, who was also my roommate, growing up in my 20s when I came to Florida. And he said, I was jealous of him. And I was like, bro, I'm so jealous of your success. You have a bigger house. You have a really cool property, you're single, and you don't have any kids, and you're out there living a bachelor's life in your 40s, and you're killing it. And he looked at me and he said, I'm jealous of you. You have kids, and you have a nice house, And he said, I haven't ever had kids, and I wonder what that's like. And I'm jealous of you because I don't know if I really want to have kids. And he told me, but I don't have that experience. And, there's something to be said about the situation between two really good friends, best friends, if you will. I've got a lot of best friends. I've got a few anyway. And, he told me that he was jealous of me. And I'm thinking to myself, whoa, it was like getting hit with a hammer. Like, wow, this guy that I've always looked up to my whole life, who's always been more successful than me, he's always made more money than me, and he's just always been like, this guy that I've looked up to. And he told me, honestly, genuinely, that he was proud of me, that I was a good dad. You know what I mean? And that maybe is the pinnacle of success. Maybe being a good parent is a barometer of success. Are you with me? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's about money. Maybe it's about status symbols or climbing a corporate ladder or being a successful small business person that becomes a mogul. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, it felt good to hear somebody like that say that to me. And when I think about it, what's the most important thing to me? My family, my children. And to have somebody who I look up to recognize that and appreciate it and compliment me on it made me feel really good. So all that being said, yeah, we're acting like 12-year-olds up in here, and we're having a great time, and we're playing parody songs, and we're breaking racial boundaries, and we're playing, we're making fun of stuff and whatnot. But a lot goes into it, Without my technical background, I would have been begging people for help on how to set this up. How do I make this work? You know what I mean? But I'm resourceful. And education makes you resourceful. Life experiences make you who you are. Do your life experiences outweigh your education? Or is it vice versa? I guess it's different for everybody. For me personally, though, it's a mix. And I really appreciate all of it. And I wouldn't change it for the world. Jess says, not sure if we could pull off rollerblading down a parking garage at 2 a.m. these days. But you're still killing it at being hilarious. Thanks, Jess. Laughter is everything. Awesome that you thought... I can't see. Awesome that you thought that you brought this back to life. Awesome that you brought this back to life. Oh, thanks, Jess. Yeah, I totally get it. And Mike Peters in the chat room, he says it's all about happiness. You guys are both right. And Jess is referring to back in the day when we would put on rollerblades and skate through the parking garage of the apartment complex that we lived in. And, you know, it just like acting like fools and wiping out and just playing tag and stuff like that. I mean, we're 21, 22, 23, whatever it was, 19. I forget exactly our ages at the time, but yeah, that's exactly what we were doing, you know, having a blast, becoming adults, you know, and still acting youthful. And I'm not giving it up until I can't do it anymore. I'm not. I still ride my skateboard. I have 2 skateboards still. You know what I mean? I got surfboards. I'm teaching my kids how to surf. You know, and that's what it's all about, man. That's what makes me happy, Mike Peter. You know, probably the most happy is watching my tiny little babies get up on a surfboard and ride it back to the beach. Dude, there's nothing cooler than seeing them succeed at something that they don't know if they can do it or not, you know? So yeah, it's an absolute blast, man. I don't want to get too sappy, but that being said, man, I'm going to say that being said 1,000 times. But we do have a show to do here, and I got something that we should probably get into because we can't play games because I'm alone. But we can do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Strange News on the Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly Show. Kevin Holly.
All right, I got a couple of things loaded up. It'll be a quick bit, but all right. And this is going to be a combination of strange news and Facebook save, just because. Here's a headline: erratic driving of a front-end loader leads to a DUI arrest. Now, I worked at a marina driving a marine forklift, putting boats away up in the high and dry for 2 seasons, if you call it seasons, out here in Tarpon Springs in Florida, right? The famous sponge docks out in Tarpon Springs. And man, I'll tell you what, that was one hell of a job. It was hot, loud, and scary as hell because you are sitting in this forklift, which is giant, okay? I mean, I'm talking giant with like 30-foot forks, whatever they were, 25-foot forks, 3 stages, picking up 30-foot boats and putting them up 4, 5, 6 stories and then landing them on little bunks up in the high and dry, stacking them up, you know. Well, in Anchorage, Alaska, a 35-year-old Alaska man suspected of weaving through traffic while driving a front-end loader has been charged with driving under the influence of alcohol. Now, for those of you who don't know, a front-end loader is basically a piece of construction equipment. Glazed Rooster in the chat room, by the way. He says, hot, loud, and scary as hell. Sounds like sex with Kevin. I wouldn't even know. Nobody has sex with me. So, Daniel Hewitt also is charged with consuming alcohol in violation of a previous release from custody. I wonder what that means. A caller told Anchorage police Tuesday night that an intoxicated man nearly hit a convenience store as he parked a front-end loader. It's like, I gotta get more beer. Go get more beer. He's going to drive to a 7-Eleven and just park it right there. That's like one of those, a front-end loader is like one of those big yellow, cat diesel machines that you see picking up dirt and dumping it into the back of a dump truck with a big scoop in the front, you know. Police received a second call saying the driver was back on the road, swerving in and out of lanes and bouncing off the curbs. Officers found the unoccupied loader parked in the middle of a busy street. A witness followed Hewitt into a neighborhood where he was arrested. Was it a citizen's arrest? Police say Hewitt drove the loader from his workplace. So I'm just going to borrow this real quick. I'll be right back. They're probably encouraging him. Like, yeah, get more beer. You know. So online court documents do not list his attorney. And that's it. That's the story. That's it. That's all I get. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. No pictures, nothing. So anyway, when I worked at that marina, we had a guy that would just get wasted. You know, he was drinking all day. I'm not going to say names, but I called him third gear because that forklift never left third gear. He would speed up and down the tarmac with boats just bouncing up and down on the forks. I swear to God, he broke more bimini tops and T-tops and stuff than anyone I've ever seen drive a forklift. But it was super funny. A really good dude, you know. And wow, what an insane job, man. How do you parallel park one of those, says Mike Peter. You don't, Mike. You just crush cars with it. You just park it wherever you want. If you're driving a front loader, you just put it wherever you want. You just pull up and just like, you know, 7-Eleven, why, if they're open 24/7, why do they have locks on their doors? I don't get it. And if they did, and you're driving a forklift or a front loader, you just plow right through it. Anyway, so we'll just go ahead and just kill that, 86 it. Here's another headline. Police. A thief tried paying a waitress with her own stolen card. This happened in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where I believe Nitwit's hailing from. All hail Nitwit. Authorities say an Arkansas thief got his just desserts when he tried to pay for a meal using the waitress's stolen credit card. Police spokesman Lieutenant David Defour. David Defour. That sounds like a dessert. Ooh, I'd like to sink my teeth into some David Defour. He said in a news release that officers arrested 21-year-old Shamon West. Shamon! I can't do Michael Jackson, but Shamon West on Tuesday at Shannon's Restaurant in Pine Bluff. Too many Shannons in this sentence. He says that having no desire to pay for the fellow's meal, waitress Flora Lunsford called to report that the man had tried paying for his meal with her stolen credit card. Defour says officers found other items on West that had been in Lunsford's purse when it was stolen from her car Sunday at a nearby gas station while she was inside, including her Social Security card and driver's license. West is being held at the Jefferson County Jail in lieu of $2,840 bond on forgery and theft by receiving charges. Jail records don't list an attorney once again. Why are attorneys so candid? Why can't attorneys just say their names, man? Is it because they fucking suck, all of them? Maybe. I don't know. Robert Duchemin doesn't suck. He's the attorney to the stars. A friend of the show. So what's with the $2,840 bond? It's not $2,850. It's not $2,830. $2,840. How do they calculate that? I don't get it. And how much was the meal? You know, there's so many questions I have. Alabama's not even close to Arkansas. I mean, it's pretty close, Nitwit. It's not that far away. But, yeah, whatever. I mean, I was going off of what Dex said last week when he called in and said that you were from Alabama. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. I mean, I can mark the tape. I can go back and check it out. Episode 141, if you want to listen to it. First hour. You're from Arkansas. Don't overthink it, Nitwit. We all know you're from Arkansas. And don't you dare call up in here and play Nickelback, because I swear to God, if I hear Nickelback on my own show one more time, I'm going to jump off the third floor of the dump tower. All right, what else do we have here? How about this national headline? Somebody sprayed a snake with gas, and it led to a house fire in Finland. Helsinki. An improvised method of getting rid of a snake in a garden by spraying it with gasoline kicked off a chain reaction that ended up with a house fire in southern Finland. Finnish public broadcaster YLE. Dude, I need an acronym like that. KAH. You know, I'm a public broadcaster. I'm KAH. I should be LL Cool K. Fuck yeah, I should be LL Cool K, motherfucker. I should be K Diddy. I should be Kev Dog. Kev Doggy Dog, maybe? I don't know. The artist formerly known as Kevin? I keep hitting the wrong button. I really wanted this one.
Get wrecked!
Anyway, so this dude, it was reported that Tuesday that some of the flammable liquid that he sprayed on this ill-fated snake landed on a nearby lawnmower that was warm enough to ignite a fire. Yeah, I know, right, Glazed Rooster? I fucking hate snakes, dude. I would kill it with fire as well. I would burn it to the fucking ground. The broadcaster said firefighters extinguished the blaze, but damages may reach 15,000 euros, $17,000. Although the home's interior was not affected. YLE didn't identify the reptile. The dude needs a name, man. Can I just say it like Yili? Yili. Yili didn't identify the reptile. It was a snake. I mean, he at least said it was a snake. But venomous adders, smooth snakes, and grass snakes are the most common types of snakes in Finland. I got a smooth snake. I got all kinds of smooth. Oh, baby, baby. I want to give Britney Spears my smooth snake and see what she does with it in the grass. What? Dude, she's like 30 now. Jesus Christ, you guys are all perverts out there. Anyway, what else do we have here? Speaking of mammoth body parts, a theft of a mammoth proportions. This agency seeks a stolen tusk in Anchorage, Alaska once again. Is it Florida or Germany? I think we should throw Alaska into the mix. A federal agency wants its woolly mammoth tusk back. I got a woolly mammoth. Man, I'm going to shave that thing. The Bureau of Land Management in Alaska on Tuesday, or BLM, YLE, BLM in Alaska on Tuesday asked the public's help in recovering an approximately 10,000-year-old tusk that was stolen from the Campbell Creek Science Center, an interpretive center in East Anchorage. The woolly mammoth is Alaska's official state fossil. That's an official state fossil? I don't get it. An official state fossil? Like, they look at all the fossils and they're like, this one's the official state fossil. In Florida, that would be like an albino gator. I got hiccups now. No, I don't. Do I? No. The tusk was on display when the center was burglarized March 8th. Anchorage police say a thief broke in through a window and took only the tusk, which weighs 100 pounds. So the curved tusk is large and light brown, much like my Pepe, modeled and about 5.5 feet long. The tusk is 8 inches, it's roughly the same as my schmeckle, in diameter on the large end and 6 inches in diameter on the narrow end. I don't have a narrow end. BLM spokeswoman Maureen Clark said the tusk was one of several found in the mid-1980s near Colville River, which flows into the Arctic Ocean north of the Brooks Range. So I hope you wrote that down so you geographically know where to find tusks. People were allowed to touch it. Well, I allow people to touch mine. But it was a popular item at the Science Center, and this guy, I guess he took it too far. His name? Well, this guy's name, Pat Druckenmiller. I think he was driving that front loader. Pat Druckenmiller, Earth Sciences curator at the University of Alaska Museum of the North, said mammoths generally died out at the end of this era. The I can't say it, and where's Aaron to help me? The Pleistocene era, 11,000 to 12,000 years ago. A few survived on islands such as Wrangel Island off northeast Siberia until about 4,000 years ago. The legal sale of a mammoth tusk depends on whether it's found on private land. You know, nobody knows what's going to come in the door of this pawn shop. A property owner may sell tusks found on their land, but tusks cannot be sold if found on state or federal land. Now, if I'm paying state or federal taxes on my land, does that not make it state or federal land? I'm going to start digging and see if I can find a tusk. Druckenmiller said he's not qualified to say how much a tusk could fetch, and he's only interested in their scientific value. But I'm not native. There's a market for them. They do sell, and they're either used for display, as is at home, or there's a thriving trade that carves mammoth ivory. The BLM is offering a whopping $500 reward for the return of its tusk. So this other dude can drive a front loader and almost crash it into a convenience store, buy beer, get a DUI, abandon the vehicle in the middle of a road, and only have a $2,840 bond. Somebody else can steal a 10 to 12,000-year-old mammoth tusk. I want a mammoth tusk. And there's a $500 reward for that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Going back to the chat room, snakes and spiders are 100% legit reasons to burn a house. I agree. Official state fossil. I know, dude. I have a fossil watch. Come for the food, stay for the fossils. Space Racer's awesome. I heard you can rent mammoth tusks on Pornhub. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell people that, like, candidly. You know, like, listen, 727-237-6010 if you would like to rent my tusk. That being said, I have one more story that I would like to bring up. And, I don't know, it's kind of stupid. I mean, we may as well stay on subject. A father and son bonded while bagging a 14-foot Burmese python. In the Everglades, you may be familiar in Florida here that, there's an outbreak of Burmese pythons, pets. They've reproduced, and now we've got like a python problem. Thomas Peltier and his 11-year-old son Connor are taking family bonding to new heights. On June 10th, the duo left for a 3-day invasive species hunt. They took off from Sarasota, baby, and traveled south to Naples, and then traveled to Alligator Alley to Key Biscayne, which is a beautiful place. Key Biscayne is awesome. There's a restaurant there called the Mountaineer. Oh, my God. Lori B and I stayed there for like 2 nights while we toured the Keys, and we ate, I think, lunch and dinner. Like, I think we ate there like 3 times at the Mountaineer. It's like a pirate ship inside. It's decked out. It's so cool. And it's not expensive. It was like regular. It was like going to Applebee's. Anyway, it was during a stop in the Everglades that they made their biggest catch yet. Connor started recording when his dad spotted a 14-foot Burmese python. Thomas gained control of the python and put it on his back as the two walked more than a mile out of the Everglades. The two also captured cane toads and spiny tail iguanas on their trip. He knows when summer starts, we go on adventure after adventure after adventure. The father-son duo have done numerous trips like this one and consider it to be the ultimate bonding experience. I don't know, play fucking baseball. You got to put snakes around your neck and find spiny-tailed iguanas? That's ridiculous. The entire trip is special because it's just him and I doing what we love. I'm just very happy that I have a dad like him. Oh, how sweet. Now that's kind of cool. I mean, I'm making fun of it, but, that is kind of cool. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at his dad, and he could whoop my ass. So I take all that back. All those jokes. Man, those jokes, man. That's just jokes. That's all that was, man. Just some jokes, man. Anyway. So the theme tonight is it's better than mumble rap. Anything is better than this.
A licky, protect on my wrist and glistening. Bitch got mad, I dissed her. Drip. I ain't never slipping, I'm a fan. Fucking with $250,000 nigga with a feeling. What the mission nigga, let me tell him I'm a squirrel. Splash. Trying to get my niggas all a million. Stack it to the ceiling. Shooting the civilians. Under one deal.
I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it, man. I'm trying so hard. I really am. I'm trying not to be that guy that's just going to rip on mumble rap, especially after the XXXTentacion guy was murdered. And I get it. I'm not making fun of him. That's not the point of the show. This just happened to happen before the show. But what the hell's up with mumble rap, man? What happened to good rap? What happened to really good rap? You know what I mean? I just don't see it. I remember rap in the 90s when it told a story or people sang a little bit. You know what I mean? I remember that. What happened to it? Like, I don't know. I hate to bring up this
Can we get a motherfucking moment of silence for this small chronic break?
This is rap to me.
Yeah. Niggas be brown-nosing these hoes and shit. Taking bitches out to eat and spending money on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? I treat a bitch like 7-Up. I never have, I never will. I tell a bitch like this. Bitch, you without me is like Harold Melvin without the blue note. She'll never go platinum.
Never go
platinum. Hey, Daz, give me a light, nigga.
There you go.
We'd like to welcome y'all to the fabulous Carolina West. Yep. I own this motherfucker. My name is Tatty Al. Y'all niggas know who I am. Y'all niggas tan up shit. But we got something old and something new for y'all tonight. Put your hand together for Snoop Doggy Dogg, the Dog Pound.
This is real rap music.
It's like everywhere I look and everywhere I go, I'm hearing motherfuckers trying to steal my flow. But it ain't no thing, cause see my nigga Coolio put me up on the game when I step through the
You know, some of these niggas is so deceptive, using my styles like a contraceptive. I hope you get burnt. Seems you haven't learned. It's the knick-knack, paddywhack. I still got the biggest sack. So put your run away, cause I'm back. Hit 'em up, get 'em up, split 'em up now. Tell me what's going on. It make me wanna holler cause my dollars come in ozones. Known for the break off, so take off your clothes and quit trying to spit at my motherfucking hoes. Speaking of hoes, I get to the point. You think you got the bomb cause I wrote you a joint? You's a flea. And I'm the big dog. I'll scratch you off my balls with my motherfucking paws. Y'all niggas better recognize and see where I'm coming from. It's still east side till I die. Why X? Why? As the world keeps spinning to the D-O-double-G. Why?
It's a dog world.
This is real hip-hop, man. This is real rap music. I don't care who you are, man. It sure beats the pants out of...
You give me 10 bitches and I'll fuck all 10. See my homie Snoop Dogg sipping juice and gin. Don't slip, I'm for the set trip to get paper. Styles vary, packing flavor like lifesavers. Ain't that something? Talk shit and I'm dumping. I had your whole fucking block pumping. Don't sweat, but check the technique. I'm unique like China. You never find a bomber rhymer than this nigga behind you. So peekaboo, clear the way, I'm coming through. 1, 2, 3, you can't see me. I'm a G like that, strapped with hit hard tactics. A fucking menace using hoes like tennis rackets. It's on again, it's on and popping. All I see is green, so there ain't no stopping. I wanna see some panties dropping. I'm coming from LA. She used to chill with Dre up in Compton.
All I have to do is use that hoe. Chill out my dick easy, quickies and kick flow.
I'm dishing out blues, I'm upsetting like bad news. Cut off khakis, French braids, and house shoes. Corrupt the name, so I'm off to catching slugs. And I smoke weed for the fuck of it. Rough and rugged shit. It's unexplanatory how I get wicked, but it's mandatory that I kick it. Check it, I'm running hoes in 94. Now must approve it, hoes, Barbie sugar, rapid away. I'll be sticking and moving. Prepare for a woe, it's on. I'm head hunting. Hit the button and light shit up like Red Dome. Peep the massacre from a verbal assassin. Murdering with rhymes, packing tech nines for some action. You really don't know, do you? You fucking with a hawk, you can't do me. I'm going out loony like dog.
Oh dog. Who's got stats on my petrol?
It's your world. It's your world.
The dog pair rocks the party
all night long.
Till we
the birthday mom.
It don't stop and it don't quit. The dog pound click, the drop the cabbie, no shit. Dance out of the motherfucking cup once more. So grab a seat and grab your gin, the juice and check out the flip. I flip flop and serve hoes with the fat dick till I die. I'm still screaming now. Bitches ain't shit. Now I'm the Mac that Hattie, not known about the city where I'm from. Dumb diddy dumb as you groove to the gangster shit. The D-O-double-G, the P-O-U-N-D, the gangster click. Now as the pound break it down with the gangster funk. I can see and I can tell us what the fuck you want. So I legs up the chronic so I can get high. I promise I'll smoke chronic till the day that I die.
It's the dog, it's the dog, it's the dog.
I think you get where I'm going with that. All right. I mean, come on. They're singing. There's a group of dudes, and they're not scared or afraid to show that they can actually sing. They're influenced by Motown. They're influenced by the stuff that they grew up on. And that's the whole point of the conversation we had last week with Don. It's not a crime to say that's what that African-American gentleman grew up on and is what was culturally pop music for them, and that influenced them to create the music that they create. And there's nothing wrong with pointing it out. You're not pissing anybody off by saying it. Stop it. God, jeez Louise, man. But man, how good is that though? You know, I don't know. I love that. I love all that stuff, man. And you know, I'm gonna break late because Jess in the chat room said she enjoyed Cypress Hill as well. And I remember this one. I won't play the whole thing. Maybe I will. We'll see. Remember this? These guys also had it, man. They knew what was up. This is not mumble rap. This is better than goddamn mumble rap.
Coming to get ya. Thinking like a beast mode, coming on a homicide. You talking shit, trying to take me for a ride. I'm not a bad guy, but I'm the fucking film. Think
you gonna do now? Being the hunted one is no fun. Here I come, son, yo, I think you better run. Better run more and move a little faster. Second of thought, and I'm coming to blast you with my sawed-off shotgun. Hand on the pump, left hand on the 40. Pump it on the blunt. Fuck my shotgun. The niggas didn't jump. La 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 la. Maniac and a menace. So how they wanna pass a sentence? All because a nigga try to play me on a trigger. He missed. So now the niggas hissed. Rude and crude like a pit bull. Get to the point. Your fucking car to get pulled now. I'm headed up the river with a boat, ain't no paddle. And I'm headed out beat downs. I'm headed up the river with a boat, ain't no paddle. And I'm headed out beat downs. Put me in chains, try to beat my brains. I have to get out, but the grudge remains. When I see your punk ass, I'm gonna get job. That's what we do, yeah. Shotgun go booyah. Sawed-off shotgun, hand on the pump, left hand on the 40. Pump it on the blood. Fuck my shotgun. You niggas didn't jump. La 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 la.
Yeah, there you go. I can't play the whole thing because I am on a rough schedule here. Live on IronBroadcast.com, the IRN, the Internet Radio Network, as well as WBRFM.com, WBRFM out in the UK, and our newest affiliate. I'm super proud to be on Gaga. I can't say it without laughing. Gaga FM 109 in fucking Baston. But holy shit, thank you so much to John LeBang for turning me on to this network. You know, John's got probably the most affiliates of anybody I know in internet radio in the podcast world, and what a hell of a guy, man. You know, it's a family. It really is. The Internet Radio Network has changed my life. Mike Peters changed my life, and being able to mingle and get to know guys like John LeBang and Doug Almeida, you know, the guys that Open Mic Live, Stan and Mike, oh my God, you know, I could cry sometimes about how proud I am to be a part of this family. So we're going to go ahead and take our last break, and I'm going to come back quick from it, but I want to give the opportunity to the networks to play their own commercials over mine on the replays and all that good stuff. We all know how it goes. This break, if you're listening on Spreaker or anywhere else live, we're on everything. We're on iTunes and Podbean and all that good stuff, Stitcher, all that stuff. We have our own TuneIn channel as well for replays. Check out this break music. There's a little bit of cool stuff that you probably enjoy. I'm throwing it back about 40 episodes with this one. So I'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show. Thanks for listening. We'll be right back.
You see it, you want it, it's almost in reach, but Jay won't let you touch it cause it's never been breached. You will never manhandle it cause Jay is a tease. He never gives it up, he never goes to his knees. It's so big, so round, it's so white, it's so hairy, it's so damn tight. You can't touch it, can't smell it, can't insert your meat. You'll never get that ass cause Jay stays on his feet. Rob wants Jay now, but he can't have him. Jay's crying, it's bleeding 2 roids or more. Rob wants to get up in it and make Jay his whore. He won't share it, won't bear it, so he dares him to tear it. But Jay won't play, ain't nobody getting near it. Rob wants Jay now, but he can't have him. Suck his dick. His ass is in his face, but he can't stab it. Suck his dick. It's limp. Suck his dick. It's limp. Suck his dick. It's limp. Suck his dick. Breakdown. Driving that trucker Rob. It's a dump truck. Chain on. One big ass dumpster. suck his dick. It's limp, suck his dick. It's limp, suck his dick. It's limp, suck Jay's dick. Rob wants Jay now, but he can't have him.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
Well, you never quite forget the first tape you bought. Mom was naughty by nature back when OPP was hot. Who'd have thought that I could ever turn out this way? I'm blaming Ed Rock, Mike D, and MCA. Yeah, it was beasties on my mind pretty much all the time. Till I started smoking pot and figured out about Sublime. Oh my God, I never wanted something so badly. I wanna learn to play guitar and sing just like Bradley. And the B-lines that Eric dropped reminded me of hip-hop. I'm singing love in. It's what I got. Cause when the loving was gone, I learned to play the blues through Stevie Ray Vaughan. I needed music for all the ways it helped me feel. And now I'm loving my guitar the way the BB love to seal. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like 6 damn strings, never said it so appealing. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like once you got the mic, you better sing like you believe. Well, like you believe. Like you believe. Like you believe. Well, Bob Marley was the tune, little Jay was in the womb. My mom had put the headphones on her belly, film me move. And every Jimi Hendrix riff, I'd give her a little kick, just to let her know to turn it up a little bit. And police, when I go up, can I sound like police? That's what I was thinking while I'm praying on my knees. But now that I'm grown, I found a sound of my own. I'm in the studio now, and I feel like I'm home. So can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like 6 damn strings, never said it so appealing. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like once you got the mic, you better sing like you believe. Well, like you believe. Well, like you believe. Like you believe. Like you believe. Well, now my music's been shelved because these people don't believe in me. But I'm a bit of shelf up before they hear the end of me. I'll be writing songs till the end of all eternity. I never went to college, man, my band was my fraternity. Never stick my nose in the shit that ain't concerning me. But I'll be the first to swing, man, it burning me. Every day you wait's just another day wasted. I'm so damn close, man, I can taste it. Well, can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like 6 damn strings, never said it so appealing. Can you feel it? Yeah, I'm like once you got the mic, you better sing like you believe. Well, like you believe. Well, like you believe. Like you believe. Well, like you believe. Like you believe in you. Like you. Like you believe in you. Like you. Like you believe in you. Like you. Like you believe in you.
Hey, Mr. Foley, go ahead. It's your show. What the hell?
Thanks.
First religion, then disease. What's next?
Yeah, I got the clap.
Next week when we don't show, you'll be happy.
I guess it's to the point where we talk about my hemorrhoids, right?
Oh, Jesus, yeah, man. Let's take a look at them. Let's inspect
Look at him. You can't see nothing. There's no fucking lights on in this place. What the hell,
Oh,
man?
dude, I got a great flashlight on this phone here.
Actually, hold on. I got this here.
Look at, why is everybody grabbing their camanras, man? Holy
That's not my
crap.
camera.
I'm not really going to show you my hemorrhoids, man.
Is that better?
Besides, no, it's
those
going
are
right in
zits.
my eye, man. It's right in my eye, man.
Let me throw in a little interesting piece here.
Pops, you didn't even know the lights were off, did you?
No.
When was the last time you had an interesting piece?
This guy, for 3 days, he's bleeding all over everything. And we got in my room, we got a chair that somebody scarfed it off away and stole it from the garbage man. You know, it's a recliner. He sits in my room, and
So I'm looking there, and he's...
Looking where?
Go
on,
keep going.
Please, this is great.
Tell the fucking story if you're going to tell it.
I mean, I'm getting more response just by listening to you guys laugh. Anyhow, he decides that he's going to protect the chair, you know, that they picked out of the garbage. And he takes this old embroidered cloth. He puts it there and he ruins it with his blood. He saves his old chair.
Was he nude? I mean...
Hey, you turkey. That piece of embroidery you got that you just ruined with your ass blood, that's probably a freaking heirloom, and somebody paid $4,000 for it or something.
I saved that old chair, though.
Well, we saved the old chair that they picked up out of the garbage. Although, it's got a spot that'll probably never ever come out of it.
Jesus. Were you menstruating? What the hell, man? Were you butt naked on the chair? I mean, what
He was in terrific pain with a sore ass bleeding like crazy.
Fucking hemorrhoid, man.
He was afraid.
You ever had a hemorrhoid rupture?
He was
afraid. Not while sitting on a chair outside.
You know what his biggest problem was? He was afraid he'd bleed to death that night, and he wouldn't be able to get me up and fix me my grits in the morning for breakfast.
Aww.
That was his main concern.
So he pooped blood on a family heirloom.
No, I just made his grits at like 2 a.m. before I went to sleep.
Can I say hello to my boss? My boss is on Mike Tyree.
Mike Tyree.
Mike.
What's going on, Open Mike?
Open Mike. Love to hear Open Mike. Mike, he called in one time.
Oh, he's in the chat room.
Did he really?
No, that was Mike Peter.
No, that's Mike Peter. Yeah, Mike Tyree didn't call you. He doesn't know how to use a phone. He can run a podcast, but phones, they're tricky.
Right on.
Dude, I want to hear more about this poopy chair. Can it fit in the studio or what, man? A recliner? That sounds great. I'm sitting on a stool right now. So is Jay. Hey, thank you.
Hey, I'm bleeding on this chair right now, just so you know.
That's your chair.
And I wouldn't have if you didn't tell me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no shit, right? Wow. This is Kevin Holly, host of The Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network. I've got 2 chihuahuas. I love women. One time I had a Corvette. I once pooped my pants on the 7th green at a golf course. I enjoy long walks on the beach. You should see my cockle shell collection. You are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network. I have very impressive cockle shells. Driving down the street, Uber people that he meets, fully loaded Nissan Lean. Hot shit crazy.
I shot the zombie, but I did not shoot the little boy. I shot Harambe, but I did not shoot the little boy. Harambe come to Cincinnati Zoo to live his life out on display. That little boy was found not guilty for the killing of Harambe. For the killing of Harambe. But I say, I shot Harambe, but I swear it was for self-defense. I shot Harambe, 'cause a little boy climbed over the fence. That's where I gotta stop. Because that's where... Wait.
This is Kevin Holly, and you are listening to the IRN Internet Radio Network. Listen to The Kevin Holly Show each week, featuring Jaybird and Pops. Who the hell are Jaybird and Pops, anyway?
machine. Outside the stock it's hot like a club. Swiss street, non-street, in the visual scope. Big steel, makes you push your drought. When it's knocking so hard, only two dudes out loud. A huge summertime sound from it's when I'm in my hometown. I was just like boys where I can be found. Up and down the coast, checking out the spots that I love the most.
You are listening to the Kevin Hawley Show. The Kevin Hawley Show. The Kevin Hawley Show.
More news, more talk, more fat girls. It's the Kevin Hawley Show.
I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified.
I wanna be stereotyped. I wanna be classified. I wanna be a clone. I wanna suburban home, suburban home, suburban home, suburban home. I wanna be masochistic. I wanna be sadistic. I wanna be a clone. I wanna suburban home, suburban home, suburban home, suburban home. I don't want no hippie man. I want a house just like mom and dad. I wanna be stereotyped. I wanna be classified. I wanna be masochistic. I wanna be sadistic. I wanna be a clone. I wanna suburban home, suburban home, suburban home, suburban home, suburban home, suburban home.
I want to be stereotyped. I want to be classified.
Fuck this podcast coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a broadcaster. With a co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay is sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter and keep your homeless Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, patting Kevin down and showing his nuts, and on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, 'cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Gabriel will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richie, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath, and when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
Everybody, get ready. Tomorrow, November 17th, 2015, it's the Kevin Hawley Show live from 8 to 11. It's Wednesday. And if you call in tomorrow, you can speak to a live Syrian refugee just recently transplanted from the middle of who hell knows where. And you can call us 727-657-3686. And you too can speak to him and ask the questions that everybody in America's dying to know right now on the Kevin Hawley Show, because we bring it, and we bring it real.
at night. And we were far from home, but you know it's gonna be alright. Size 86 cents in the pockets of mine, and you can take my money, you can take my time, but you can't take my heart. It's in the city behind. Good morning, honey. You like it open? Come and see me again. Good morning, honey. You like it open? Come and see me again.
Person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome back. It is the final segment of the Kevin Holly Show. We got a little time, though. Hope you're enjoying the show. Welcome, IRN listeners. IRNbroadcast.com, the Internet Radio Network. Also, our friends over on the other side of the pond in the UK at WBRFM. And our newest listeners in Boston at GAG. Gag. I love it. I freaking love it, man. Check out the Kevin Holly Show on Facebook. Facebook.com/The Kevin Holly Show. Also, search for the group, the private group, the Kevin Holly Show fun page. And just simple request to be added to it, because it's a private group. Anything goes, as long as it's not hateful. You know, don't talk about, you know, people's kids and family and stuff. But pretty much anything goes. And one of our admins or myself will add you. And if you think you're worthy of being an admin or a moderator, I will happily consider it. I'm always looking for new people to help run the page. I really am. I took everybody off it, so there's... actually, I don't think I put anybody back on. I don't think we have any admins right now. Nikki and Michael were both admins up there in Pennsylvania. Good friends of the show. Nikki loves my toes. I only took them off so that I could kind of reevaluate the sharing process and the privileges and things like that. And I just kind of wanted to, because I was doing the money thing with it and trying to boost posts and pay money for it. And I didn't know who was allowed to spend my money on my credit card. So I deleted everybody as admins. But Mike and Nikki will definitely be back as admins. They were fantastic admins, and they will continue to be fantastic admins as long as they are willing to do it. And I appreciate and thank them for doing that. And I know my comments can be stupid and crazy, and I don't know, I get a lot of shit from Nikki. Oh my god. It's like we're fucking married. It's ridiculous. Come on, Nikki. No, she's awesome, though. Oh, man. It's so cool. It's like, I'm blessed to have so many cool friends out there, you know? If you want to call me a friend, I hope you would. I like you guys. Also, stick around at 11 for the John LeBang Show. With Mike Peter as a special guest. I think that's going to be fantastic. I hope you all enjoy that. Wow, a lot going on, man. So, we were talking about the theme of the show. Hold on a second. My chat room is blowing up again here. Would a flock of Kevin Hollies be a faggle? No, but a handful of Tyree's arm hair is a sweater. Nitwit and Stan, lighten it up in there. You guys are awesome. I did talk to a Glazed Rooster privately via chat or text, whatever you want to call it, message. I don't know. The interwebs, you know, all that good stuff. Social media is not a bad thing. It's not. It's a good thing. And we were kind of going back and forth about rap music, you know, which is the theme tonight for tonight's show. What's better than mumble rap? Almost everything is better than mumble rap, you know. And you know, Glazed Rooster was in the Army. I don't know if y'all know that about one of our listeners and contributors to the show. Not only is he a stand-up guy and really funny and cool and made some really funny parodies about me and stuff, and sat in with us one time. It was really awesome. But he also served our country. So let's give him a little clap. Thank you, Glazed Rooster, for always being around and just being cool and serving our country and doing what you did. And you're a straight up gangster, dude. You really are, dude. You know, and you can't say that about everybody. A lot of people aren't. You know what I mean? And mumble opera is... Look in the chat room. Nitwit says mumble opera is good. I'll check it out. But before I do that, that's coming up next. Before I do that, I want to do this for Glazed Rooster because he's fucking badass and I love the guy. And this is for you, bro. Hell yeah. Much better than mumble rap. Yup. You know what? You know what? You know what's up?
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real gangster ass nigga plays his cards right. A real gangster ass nigga never runs his fucking mouth, cause real gangster ass niggas don't start fights. And niggas always got a high cap, showing all his boys how he shot him. But real gangster ass niggas don't flex nuts, cause real gangster ass niggas know they got him. And everything's cool in the mind of a gangster, cause gangster ass niggas think deep. Up 365, ayo, 24/7, cause real gangster ass niggas don't sleep. And all I gotta say to you, wanna be, gonna be, cocksucking pussy eating pranksters, is when the fire dies down, what the fuck you gonna do? Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster, feeding the poor and helping out with their bills. Although I was born in Jamaica, now I'm in the US making deals. Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. I mean, one that you don't really know. Riding around town in a drop-top Benz, hitting switches in my black 6'4". Now gangster ass niggas come in all shapes and colors. Some got killed in the past, but this gangster here was a smart one. Started living for the Lord and I last. Now all I gotta say to you, wanna be, gonna be, pussy and cocksucking pranksters. When the shit jumps off, what the fuck you gonna do? Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
You know, I have respect for guys like the Ghetto Boys, guys that produced and made music like this. I love it. Respect, mad respect for these guys, man. I know I'm just a white kid from the burbs, but I'll tell you what, man, these guys had talent and they made real music. This is music.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. A real gangster ass nigga knows the play. The real gangster ass niggas get the flies of the bitches. Ask that gangster ass nigga little shit. The bitches look at gangsta ass niggas like a stop sign and play the role of Little Miss Sweet. But catch the bitch all alone, get the digit, take her out and end up hitting her ass with the meat. Cause gangsta ass niggas be the game players and everything's quiet in the clique. A gangsta ass nigga pulls the trigger and his partners in the posse ain't telling off shit. Real gangsta ass niggas don't talk much. All you hear is the black from the gun blast. And real gangsta ass niggas don't run for shit. Cause real gangsta ass niggas can't run fast. Now when you in the free world talking shit, you the shit. Hit the pen and let a motherfucker shank you. But niggas like myself kick back and peep game. Cause damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Hell yeah, man. And you know, guys like this, they could drop N-bombs all day long. And I'm not offended. I'm not. Do your thing, Jelly Bean.
And now, a word from the president.
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster. Getting voted into the White House. Everything looking good to the people of the world. But the Murphy family is my boss.
Trump
So every now and then I hold a favor here and there, like letting a big drug shipment through and send them to the poor community. So we can bust you know who. The voters of the world keep supporting me, and I promise to take you very far. Other leaders better not upset me, or I'll send 1,000,000 troops to die at war. To all you Republicans that helped me to win, I sincerely like to thank you, cause now I got the world swinging from my nuts, and damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
Mike's got a great point in the chat room, man. It's all about intent. And you can say things, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter where you come from. I mean, it kind of does, but you can say things, and it's all about intent. Are you trying to be a dick, or not? I think most people, probably not. You know what I mean? So why can't we all just enjoy it together? I consumed this product in the 90s, and I loved it, and I still do. And I think that one might be a fool to be offended by it today. It's just stupid to me, just enjoy it. So what about opera mumble rap? I think that would be a fantastic thing. Does it exist or does it not exist? Here we go. Let's see. Wait for the beat to drop. Oh man, I jumped the gun. I got it. I got this. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I come from Newport, Richie, and I like the opera music. Why? 'Cause I like it. I like to rap. Fuck me on this, dude. I can't keep that up, man. Maybe I could. Fuck it. Opera rap. Boogala, boogala, buckavoo, buckavoo, pasta, pasta vazoo, pasta vazoo, pasta vazoo. Yeah, cannolis, 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 cannolis. Cannolis, cannolis. All right. I think I've had enough of that. Oh, we're getting a call here. Hold on a second. Hold on a second, caller. I'll pull you right up here. Hold on a second. We got a call on the Kevin Holly Show. Hi, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. What's happening?
Well, good evening, Kevin Holly Show. This is a long-time listener, a long-time loser. And how the hell are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How the hell are you? Homeless Chuck, everybody. The artist, on-air personality, formerly known as Tuna. What's up, dude?
What is going on, my friend?
I'm just playing a little opera.
I'm fighting the battles out there in the I'm out in the trenches fighting for Trump every day. I'm not sitting in the studio, man. I'm out there. I'm fighting, man.
I love you, bro. I miss you so much.
What? You don't miss me. Every time you drive by, you throw a rock in my house, man.
No, it's a Jack Daniels bottle. And there's a little left for you. You can have it. Oh, Chuck, man. Oh, shit, dude. I would have had you, when you called me, I was just getting here, and I wasn't going to come back and leave and pick you up, and I didn't want you to Uber, and No.
All is fine and dandy, my friend. I'm still looking forward to the reunion tour, man. I really have my heart vested in that. Please and thank you.
Oh, dude, I would love to have you, Jay, and Pops back in the studio for just another round, man. And when everybody's feeling better, I can't wait, man. And you and Jay both have new teeth. How cool would that be?
But Kevin, my understanding you have a marijuana organization in the building now. My passport is old, Pops is old, and I think Jay is wanted. I don't know if we can get in.
We have armed security now. They're cool and stuff, but yeah, we got to be like...
they're armed and they're cool. How often do you get to touch them, man?
They're all thumbs.
The rifles aren't cool. The barrels aren't cool. I guarantee you that, man.
I'll tell you, man, it's weird, but I feel like it's a good thing because I feel like I don't have to worry now. Like, we have armed security, and I'm not even paying for it. You know what I mean? So it's nice to know that we don't have to worry about people breaking in and.
Oh my God! I can go there and act like an ass. I feel like I got like a.
No.
What is it? Where you get the plates? Like you're like they can't pull you over and. Oh my God! What's the highest government thing where you can roll in diplomatic immunity?
Yeah,
there you go.
Diplomatic immunity. Who's in the background?
Yeah, I'm just going to go for dick immunity.
There's no way your dick is immune to anything, dude. Oh shit, dude! No, we have to be like nice.
Say hi to a buddy of mine that I know since we hit puberty. He's over here hanging with me. He's a delightful friend of mine. His name is Jimbo. Currently, we used to call him Cuban Magoo back in the day. So let me give you a shout out to him. He traveled the world as a DJ, doing some naughty things with some naughty girls.
Oh, well, welcome, brother.
Hold on, let me put you on with Jimbo.
Okay, what's up, Jimbo?
Hey,
how you doing,
Jim
bro?
Speaking. ¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo estás bien, man?
Good. Tell me about your travels and all the pussy you've seen.
I don't know where Chuck got that.
Dude, yeah. Let me ask you. Chuck said that you guys grew up since puberty. Did you recently hit puberty? Because he's not allowed within 500 feet of his school, bro.
No, well, I keep hoping for it, and they say it's coming soon, but, you know.
Hey, my balls dropped. Your voice got higher.
What's up, Jimbo, man? Welcome to the Kevin Ollie Show, my friend.
Not too much. I let Chuck call me into coming over here and helping him out, and you know, he blew up my tires. So now we're in the process of deciding how it's going to get taken care of. And
you're stranded. I'm not.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Are you guys in a bathroom right now? What the hell's with the?
No, we're actually in Chuck's kitchen, and it's not very acoustically friendly.
No, it's cool. It's fine. No, it sounds really good, actually. I was just curious, bi-curious, I guess. Maybe.
Kevin, I got 3 kids in the oven, and that makes the sound a little ambient.
I understand, yeah. So, listen, what I would like to know is, if you pumped up his tire, is Jimbo sticking around for payback?
No, James is the one that blew a seal.
Hey, man. I might have a cheesy joke for that, but
hey, $20 is $20, you know.
It's the party line time on the Kevin Ollie Show. No, Jimbo, man, I'm curious. Chuck described you to me a couple of weeks ago. He said that, you know, you were one of his buddies and it would be cool to have you in the studio or on the show or a phone call or something cool. So, number one, thank you for calling in, Chuck, and introducing me to Jimbo. Number two, from what I understand, you've been around the block a handful of times. Are you like Ron Jeremy? Do you have like a garbage bag full of dick pussy shots on Polaroids? What's going on, man?
I will.
Jimbo, tell him the truth. Nobody listens to this.
I would be lying if I didn't say that there might be a couple flash drives here and there.
Could I have those? I mean, I don't want to see your dick, but...
What were the places you actually MC? You were over in Australia, Japan, fucking Australia, the Netherlands. What was the creepiest place that you ever been? Japan?
Creepy in an awkward way would probably be Japan. One of the toughest cultures to get used to over there. Yeah. Great country in its own respect, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's a lot of really cool things about Japan, and the people are great. And once you get a little bit assimilated and figure out what's going on, it's actually one of the best places to be.
Well, Jimbo, let's not beat around the bush, per se, but we shouldn't, forget Pearl Harbor. What was the toughest thing you had to eat in Japan?
I don't know. I was always, I think the live octopus.
Oh. Was it still moving?
Oh, yeah, they're alive. Oh. And you have to chew them up really, really good, because if you don't, the tentacles can actually stick to your throat and kill you.
Why would you even partake in that, man?
Beak? Isn't there a beak?
I don't know about a beak. I'm sorry, what?
No, he's asking if there was a beak. I mean, I've had octopus cooked, and it's delicious. It's like a calamari steak, man. But a live octopus, I'd rather stick my dick in it than eat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you got to remember these are sushi-sized baby octopus. So.
No, wait. You work the sex industry in Japan. Is there ever such a thing as like an octopus multi-hand job?
Actually, octopus and serpent hentai cartoons are amazingly popular over there. Unbelievable.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could partake in that.
Walk away, man. I'm going to walk away because I'm asking weird questions. I'm going to go play with the dogs, man.
Yeah,
Right.
that's fine. I can handle Jimbo. Go away, Chuck. Jimmy.
Listen, hang on for me just 1 second before we continue. I just want to elaborate that I didn't work in the sex industry. I DJ'd a strip club over there for 3 months.
Okay.
It was an awesome 3 months.
I can imagine that, man. Japanese women are hot. Was it a female strip club or bi strip club or what was up?
Actually, it was an international strip club. I worked with about 35 girls from all over the world. A lot of them didn't even speak English, but everybody knows how a strip club works.
Yeah.
Kevin, ask about the Cheetah Club in Atlanta. I double dog dare you.
What's about the Cheetah Club in Atlanta?
I don't know. I worked there for a while in Atlanta. I don't know if I've told Chuck my stories from the Cheetah Club. I think that's what he's doing, is baiting me.
Of course he is. He's a masturbator. So was it like cheetahs or cougars or what?
In Atlanta, Georgia, I worked at the Taj Mahal in Marietta. Unbelievably amazing club. The Cheetah and the Gold Club I got to work at, which was my favorite.
Now, the Gold Club is a national chain, if I'm not mistaken. There's a Gold Club out here in Brandon, right?
Chain now, but back when this was all happening, this is 1995, 1996, and probably the beginning part of 97. So, 20 years ago.
Well, tell me a story, man. What's the strangest thing as a strip club DJ that you witnessed?
That's a loaded question.
There's got to be one, though. There's got to be one thing that just pops out.
I would say probably the orgy that we had in a Japanese public bath at 3:30 in the morning.
Okay. When you say
there
public...
were a lot of people, and I can't go into a lot of detail on that.
No, you can. It's okay. When you say public bath...
Plus, Kevin, tell him nobody listens.
Well, describe the public bath. You didn't say bathhouse or bathroom. What is public bath? Is there a fountain in the parking lot? What the fuck is a public bath?
Well, he's talking sex club in Atlanta, man. No. A buddy of mine is the dungeon master up there, and he married this chick named Purple. Christ's sakes, he met her in one of the sex clubs in fucking Atlanta.
All right. I got...
Purple's an awesome name, but a public bath in Japan is called an onsen, and it is exactly what it just said.
See, now we're talking. Okay, yeah, carry on.
Go in there. Anybody can go in there. Now, they do separate the sexes, the men and the women, but strange men bathe together, and it's just like the bathroom in school.
Back it up. I'm sorry if I'm naive here. I'm not savvy on this, okay? But you said it was a public orgy in a Japanese bath. Now you're telling me...
No, I said we had an orgy in a public bath.
But you're telling me that they separate the men and the women, so what the fuck kind of orgy did you have? You're a man. Was it an all-man orgy? I mean, that's what my listeners need to know, man.
Okay. You're actually trying to jump ahead of me. I was just cleaning the public bath. Again, like I said, it was 3:30 in the morning, and we were the only ones there.
You and who?
Well, it was me and two other DJs and a couple bouncers.
Were they all dudes?
Huh?
Were they all men?
Well, the guys that I just said, I'm just telling you that there was more than one guy there.
Jimbo,
besides me.
Jimbo, I don't want you to kick my ass, but I'm just trying to pick up what you're throwing down.
In a bathhouse, man. They do the same thing, Kevin, in Pasco County, right up the edge of the road. No, seriously, it's called Sun and Fun. And if you ever read the sign outside, it says, gorgeous
attendance.
full attendance.
Not that I frequent the place. I've driven by it.
You know the place. I mean, the Pasco County is about as decadent as Jim's fucking Foot Locker.
You probably saw his car in the parking lot when you drove by.
It's a
My
van.
van looks like everybody else's van.
It is a van.
In the public bath was about me and 7 or 8 other guys, and we had probably a dozen or a dozen and a half strippers coming from a club that we were all partying at on New Year's Eve. And since there was nobody else in there, you know.
What? No, explain, man. Come on, dude. Don't leave us hanging.
Kevin fucking Stutter, you know. Get out of the studio. Get a life, baby.
I'm just trying to get down to the nitty gritty, man. That's all. You know, I want to.
Kevin, come by here. I swear to God, we got 3 strippers here right now.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Let me announce that.
Wait a minute. One is conscious. No, never mind. Never mind. Don't come by.
Jimbo got her. Or him. I don't know.
No, dude, since we were the only ones there, the guys were like, you know, fuck this. We went over to the girls' side.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm just messing with you. But
yeah, don't get me wrong. I think actually there were a few women that walked in there and walked back out again.
Like it's too much for them? Too much heat?
Well, no, I think they're just really uncomfortable with what they walked in on.
Yeah. Who wouldn't be uncomfortable with 12 dudes and 6 other dudes and a couple strippers and some more dudes?
Yeah, and I'll be honest about the whole thing.
To me, it sounds like livestock while watching fucking
Jackal with the fucking chainsaw music. Ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know. I'm sorry. I just had a seizure.
Yeah. I had never had any experience with that many people before, so a lot of it was really kind of awkward for me, which is a shame. I wish I could have enjoyed it more, but I remember feeling a lot of that time feeling awkward.
What did you wrap it up, or did you go bareback? Did you not do anything? I mean, get details, man.
No, hiding in the corner, Jim, does not make participation.
It was a bareback party, that's for sure.
So
standing on the side of the wall, just like a prom date.
Was it a glory hole? Were you cuckolding? What's going on? Were you?
Well, I can also go on the record and say during the episode, for probably the 15 minutes or 20 minutes that it lasted, I did not see anywhere any male-to-male interaction.
Awesome.
there were far too many girls in there to begin with, and half the girls didn't even participate.
How many of those girls had dicks?
Yeah. Come on, at least one.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't there.
Were you?
I don't think any of them did.
I was home baking cookies.
Were you? Wait, you had a home? Were you homeless cuckolding? Thank you.
I was home baking cookies in the goddamn dumpster.
And it was all like, I was at an orgy like that.
I hate your fucking sound effects.
I'm sorry, I'm having too much fun.
I like that. Hey, just for the record, I know where he's at. He doesn't know where I live.
Oh, no. Hey, did you hear me mumble rap into opera beats?
No, I'm dead serious. I know exactly where you're at.
I know you do. But I've got armed security here now, so you can't touch this.
That doesn't matter. My God, man. I can throw a rock like a sumbitch.
I got double-plated windows, man.
That's all. That's just a discard. I just want to get the guards on the one side of the building. That's all.
Let's not do that. But you know what we can do? I'm just kidding. I'm playing, man. You know, Chuck, I rubbed you the wrong way once about a year and a half ago, and I forever apologize for that. Please don't.
No, Kevin, I'm busting your chops. Move on. Jimbo's got great stories, man. No,
yeah,
fuck me.
Apparently.
Jimbo, he's got great stories.
Yeah, they're really good. Underage Japanese men.
No, Jimbo, tell about the time we were all tripping on mushrooms. And me, you, and fucking, who was it? It was
oh, that little kid I don't like anymore. And his fucking hot sister, she was swimming around in the pool, and she was doing this little fucking, who the fucking the chick is from the goddamn, the one that, she's got a big, I'm sorry, man. She was doing this little fucking, oh my God, oh, Kevin, you're not, who?
I don't want to say her name.
Yeah, you do. You want to say her name. Anyhow, she's
It
doing
was
around
Yingling.
little thing. Everybody's groping on her, and all of a sudden her parents show up. We all start scrambling, trying to get out of the pool, and everybody's tripping fucking balls. Oh, yeah. Never mind, Kevin. Delete this segment, please.
It's okay. You can't come here and kick my ass because.
Oh, yeah. That was the day you almost drowned.
Anyway, listen. The show's about to end. You guys called at in the middle of the last segment. I've got literally minutes left, and then I got to end this, man. But
all right, well, we're sorry. We're sorry we wasted your time.
No, you didn't. No, I actually enjoyed this short conversation. I would like to turn it into a longer one at some point, and I'm sure that's not the first time you heard a dude tell you that. But no, for real, Jimbo, you seem like a good dude.
I swear to God, Jimbo, I know exactly where he's at right now.
Yeah, but again, you can't touch this.
All right. Well, Kevin, thanks for having us on. You guys enjoy the show. Peace out.
Have a great time masturbating and thinking about me tonight.
Jim, Chuck, I love you guys, man. That's so cool. Chuck, dude, you got to keep in touch, man. I'm sorry I don't answer my phone a lot. I got a new job.
No. All is good, buddy. And actually, thanks for your time. We did this as a hoot, and thank you for the hoot.
Dude,
send a hoot out to you.
And listen, in all honesty, and in all regards to my my aura, the things that you like to hear, that I hear from you, the way that we connect, you're a very spiritual person. I love you, Chuck. I really do, and I value your friendship.
I adore you too, Kevin.
You adore me? You can't just say you love me back?
You make me smile. You don't give me any wood, but you do make me smile.
Hey, I'd argue that point. You're chubbing now.
I can open one of my kitchen drawers right now just with your name on it. There you go.
All right, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Chuck will be in touch, all right?
Yes, please and thank you. And thanks for letting us chime in. I'm sorry, man. I wanted to be there tonight, and I'm battling, so good night.
It's all good, man. All right, I'll catch you later, guys. Homeless Chuck and Jimbo, everybody. How about that shit, man? Oh, that was a treat at the end of the show. Oh, man, he's talking about I know where you are. I'm going to come up there. And you can kick his ass, Jimbo. You can't touch this. Now, this is not better than mumble rap. I'd probably rather listen to mumble rap than this. Either work hard or you might as well quit. Chuck, you can't touch this.
You can't touch this.
Come on, homeless Chuck.
Break it down.
Oh, homeless Chuck. Oh, homeless Chuck. Come on, man. Oh, that opera shit was awesome, though. I'll tell you what. Man, I'm sorry I didn't pay attention to the chat room because I'm blind without my glasses. Do animals have to give consent? Stan. Bam. Let's just bring in the ladyboys and cut to the chase. Oh, it depends if we get trapped or not, tranked or not. I get it. One time in manager camp, what does that say? I'd like to turn it into lager, Juan. Oh, man, that's so funny. Did anybody see Ryan Hoppy's tweet or Facebook post about when he was out doing karaoke and he sang an NSYNC boy band song? And I was just like, Jesus, man, please just blind my ears. It was so bad, but you could tell he was having fun. And I love that kid, man. I absolutely love. For anybody out there, and last week I should call Aaron out. At the end of the show, I should call Aaron out. Aaron. It was kind of a dick move towards the beginning of the show last week when he called out Hoppy for saying, so he said something like, yo, why don't you eat your own chips, man? Bring your own drinks, man, or something like that. And I was like, oh, he's being a mooch. And I just kind of played it off and I tried to be nice or whatever. And I didn't want to get into a war on the radio, but that was kind of a dick move, Aaron. But I love you, and you did bring a lot of awesome content to the show the week before, and with Don that particular episode. But for those listening that may or may not understand my relationship with Ryan Hoppe, we are very, very good friends. I love him like a little brother. And, one of the best, most genuine, supportive, and trustworthy friends I've ever had, especially in my adult life. So shout out to Ryan Hoppe. Check out Hoppe Hour every Tuesday night out of the Kevin Holly Show studios. Sitting with him and AJ Zafrilla out there from the Lazy Ass Podcast, which may or may not be a part of the IRN. We'll see. But really, really good dude. So I know a lot of people talk shit about Hoppe, and it's fun to make fun of him, and it's really easy to make fun of him. But honestly, I've known this dude for a few years now, and one of the most friendly people I've ever met. One of my best friends. So that being said, yeah, we rip on the guy. Yeah, Aaron, it was kind of a dick move when he said that shit, but I don't hate you for it. I don't dislike you any more than I already do for it. But go easy on the kid, man. He's young. He's 23 years old, man. Give the kid a break. He's just got broken up with his girlfriend and stuff like that. It's all good, man. Anyway, well, we're winding down the show here. I'm gonna go back to the chat room real quick here. I see it. Glazed Rooster with the one love again, dude. Oh my God, the 143, the I love you. Remember the old pagers back in the day? You guys are fucking awesome, man. Yeah, the Hoppe shot was kind of a cheap shot. And take it back. I get it. It's all good. I just want to reiterate that. I don't think I have to reiterate it, really. I think what's said has been said, and I love the kid. I really do. And I love Aaron, too. So, all right. So we're going to wind down the show real quick. I want to give a couple of quick shout-outs. Open Mic Live tomorrow night, Thursday night about 7 o'clock. Who knows who their guest is going to be? It's probably going to be an awesome band or musician or stand-up comedian, because that's their motif, and it's always good. So check them out. Open Mic Live. What is it? OpenMicTheShow.com. Also, right after that show will be Nitwit.tv. Friday night, check out SpicolliTV.com. Always check out the Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com. After my show, in just a couple of minutes, check out John LeBang. The John LeBang Show on the IRN, IRNBroadcast.com. Get the app if you have an Android device. It's awesome. It works really good. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to our friends across the pond at WBRFM and our new friends at GAG FM 109. Anyway, I had a blast. I hope you guys did as well. And we'll catch you again next week, Wednesday night at, 8 o'clock? Something like that? Yeah, exactly.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blew. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.